Samijamfi the catch MPP for no and this rather and as it's a miracle so catch MPP for say wake up and go to coalition center miracle so catch MPP supporters they say no muina who say they need supporters so omo be protected and as omo boa omo na a normal quality or no muina head office and omo command omo crop for say monko yate omobekoso ede amamo kama pa yekoso are the results are free across the nation ni na there there was 16 regions in Ghana as we speak and 276 constituencies but I think said the 9th parliament ayeba be remu there be 277 Agyen if I'm right now you was 6 it's 5 rather 5 and the 9th parliament there be 6 one from Volta region right and no baba can one 6 40,975 polling stations and a nay ye koto aba nti they say no ye na ye kanina abomako sa constituencies ni na na fe ye hwese EC ebe peja parliamentarians and then say way anyway na win of course ye benya independent candidate for wo mo a omo be joining 9th parliament you know and some seat bi na ye NPP seat ne de NDC seat na MPP be gina back and the MPP for so they on be gina back the same team ube okọ techima wonchi in Bono regional I mean buzi akromo de that seat me information kire me say omo agene back any some okọ akwati anso a say MPP ya jia ne sa every NDC MT yebeko dom Bono region na ye di nkomo ensem so amete ne say Sunyane West Sunyane East so no NDC ye enya sa tu ni na Nkranza of there na ekoso wo honom Charles Owusu e wo Nkranza South and also there na ekoso wo honom ye bedi enkomo wo Ignatius ene wawremu and also aye adwuma pa and also de na de kakra beto Igna me share that we share say that but the Juma na aba
in those days na yes sports
na sports na ye share kakra also ofo mu kakra
ye femu kakra wo Trobo constituency on say na
anu na Glory Owusu on
yes
and also say yes na ye kakra bi woni die but the kakra bi na seat na wo mu nsemu dada
yes na ye
any Moses Moses anim ko 16 years right
or 2 years.
2 years. Yes. That be 2 terms. That is 8 years.
2 terms. Yeah.
Okay. And Glory Abba. And I say, oh no, take okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And to quite then and cost.
Oh, now I think it's a feeling great, especially. On say, Usha, that was 2016. I think it's 2016. And on say na Trobo Amasamai. And Omuchemu. Entin omuche mu abeye amasaman na ebeye Trobo no na Moses nim okọ 2 terms no into 2016 na eye
batam obo ebom na hwan tama na eye Trobo amasaman no I
think say Moses nim
yes
into son about
team na
no sign imuni
enti Trobo constituency na kasa de for 2 terms
yes okay 2 terms
all right okay
enti no no I think say de ba ko a na bebi a me call centers ni nyina no polling station centers ni nyina no na ho no mo no eyade a utumi say enioma ekoso yie papa but ade a na me call rounds ni nyina no na me hwe ne say in terms of security any the response of voters na omokoto aba no te say nti bebi a me call ye bia no governor na ho ye cool every polling station bia me call ye me fa on say efi Pokwase Akotantra Hill eba eja herbal eba John Teni ade ni nyina no eyade a eho no eka Trobo ho but na peaceful ade ba kwanka polling system ne say ensure start toye and ensure ni toye no some of the polling centers no especially ba kwa me call na Anglican a cluster of schools na honum drainage system no mo ye wo school honum ni nyina no enye papa inteno insio ta ye e wo franco barrier ho insio ta na tai school ni mu na omo aye polling centers ne wo veranda ne so insio ne be tie hɔ no mu no bia entimi nkɔ entimi mba nti ba bi ketua bia na ɛwɔ no na ɔmo nyina ne fa hɔ no mu a na ɔmo etimi ɛkɔ ɛdeba ba hɔ no na yɛ tere ɛyɛ polling centers na ɛwɔ hɔ nti na yɛ very difficult say ɔmo betimi ayɛ wei but ɔmo kan aba ne nso no na yɛ quite challenging because na hɔ no mu nyina aflade nti in terms of say ebia security na ɛyɛ solid. In terms of voter turnout near Deno, now it was quite okay. But Nina Muno, now I have said Bibia Betima Conti, governor, I think say trouble and then manage your Mohopa Senior voter turnout no Isikoye.
But how the one declines and I will free her.
There be a man declare because now me ba on sense you toy no na atacha I am in Hunina and now was some sign coffee back. Na me kosi same ho ansa na metumi aba edwuma mu nti sa time na no mu di credit there.
All right, so mame ko Bruno region Doma Hinkro na me ne ampa be cheme e Gift FM eni nkomo ampa be good evening bibi aboko there.
O hene nyame adom bibi aboko Doma.
Etu wo Doma Central na wo Doma Hefa.
Sabre dia me wo Doma Central aye mid with free training college ho. Ho na omode aye college center. Makasa ye nyina yetumi abetwa ede ahia ho enne anwumre.
Pacho ye ni nkom otwamfo ni kire ye mfiti anopa besi by this time there koso Doma Central.
Yo. Efre anopa no nso ayese ase o hwe nante aya nante centers ahora ye call ya no kwasem ni se ye kasa ye ma percentage a metumi e ma Doma Central 95% because se wo hwe anopa nsema Osajefo ose ade your Dr. Dimambadu ode betu dwa ewo mframam e ma domama nyina etie bi radio stations ahoro wo doma ha efa ye na meka se edinsunsan so papa abra domama isa se ono ankasa e kire ni nsemu se dede yo basabasa ye watimi wakame ehu nhia e wa manyosemu isa se wo to adwuma ma obi papa obi maame a hu nhia so bekwa akoko eprewu nua enti kuro anamantemu a obeti se basabasa ekoso no oni se nipa ne de ampa every anopana besi se nonum boy ye ne de yante basabasa e Doma Central ha eye kuro bia so na abato ne nyina no meka se yetumi akeka ne nyina e de aboboma ya ba be hyiemu e collation center ho na wo hwe eye MPP efamu no na kire se enema antumi ankoyie se eba presidential side na meka se yam papa bawomia niema antumi ankoyie amfa emma no e Doma Central ha e wom se yenya nwie nanso se wo hwe figures na e ba no a enya ade se eye nkranhye mame mu boso kakra ne mensa aka ne bi no se wo ba Doma Central constituency presidential Doma ahinkro oti NPP enya 271 NDC enya 117 New Force ono sunya 7 votes rejected eye 3 afei chechewire MPP enya 74 NDC enya 226 oba Doma Methodist School A NPP enya 263 NDC enya 151 afei rejected enya 11 Doma St. Dominic NPP 146 NDC 104 New Force enya 6 Alankash enya 2 CPP enya 1 no rejected ballots. Doma Methodist School A, NPP 136, NDC 106, CPP 1, GUM 01, and a New Force in 5, rejected ballots, A 5. Doma Pile Preparatory School, NPP 217, NDC 117, Amasu Presby JHS, NPP 253, NDC 114, Afei Doma Central, Market Square. Center MPP 231, NDC 173, CPP 1, New Force 2, rejected ballot 5, Nina provisional. Afei Baptist Church, NPP 196, NDC 168, New Force 12 votes, APC 1, rejected 1. Doma Ayinkro Mighty Power A, NPP 214, NDC 153, New Mighty B, NPP 128, NDC 138, Dynamic Presby, NPP 97, NDC 366, CPP 2, APC 2, and Sada Ensu 3, Asunsu number 2. Aye Isuhia rather NPP nya 199, NDC just 57. Danyame Presby Primary B, NPP enya 103, NDC enya 376. Doma Crane, NPP enya 71, NDC enya 352, APC nya 1, CPP nya 1, Sansoso ena rejected eye 10, Nsasaso LA JHS, NPP enya 159, NDC enya 277, rejected eye 8, Doma Kuraso MAJHS, NPP enya 118, NDC enya 175, Doma St. John's, NPP nya 255, NDC nya 118, rejected ballots aya 4. Asunsu number 1 Arusi Primary, NPP nya 125, NDC enya 195. Afei Doma Masu LA Primary, NPP enya 74, NDC nya 167. Doma Tuesday Market Radi Polling Center, NPP enya 170, NDC enya 95, rejected ballot 5. Weini sesia de misaka na most wushe dodo na aba any day NDC for no ewo ha ni nyina ne se oba parliamentary na one day ne won saka provisional results wa akoduro mo ankasa aso eye omukoleti e no na te so mo kirema honorable John Kwame Edujak wodi nkunim ama former health minister Owura Kwaku Agyemang wodi netiko ahwefom sansoso ena se wukọ presidential na ene soso NDC elidi nenti se woba Doma Central sei ena ekono na ye reporters so ewo areas ya aka no de omuka ne se wukọ nkrankwanta eye honorable Vincent Opon Asamboa wasan ede eye honorable Ali Mega netiko asan aka form game afin soso Doma East eye parliamentary no soso no eye maame Owusu Rahel ono soso ede Owura Abrabutum netiko aka form we provisional results wa every samia na eba yenya confirm ye enti egusu a ye hwe na tese uba Doma Central ukọ Doma East Doma West ya mekese ni nyina no NDC amanyekuo no na dominate ho sabre se uba collation center he ya wuti dede momome a ekoso na eye NDC amanyekuo no na omoni age mi ka say honorable John Kwame Edujak ebi emada for the past 20 years in here MPP amanyekuo no de won tikwa aburo form afi de 24 years o se afi de na se top TV ewo here ye be ko le nche na sima be se mienu pe no ye bisa no honorable ye mo akwa ba e ba top TV so Budase Johnson. Mitimu se oni eye adofo a etese du etiri dede na mobo. Bibi akwoso ntiti a eba no se NDC mo wini both presidential and parliamentary no kuro bi wom sana.
Pepe but Senia Emra Kwanso Etienne make us unconfirmed. But that is exactly what it is.
Na secret and they say because anapa you do nkomo no o kan sempebre ewintaye ebubu be edi wurawuram eno na abamu no ana se wo secret bi awobadi
me da say election senate no ukomu a most of the times as I say we know the dynamics on the ground eno mananti in fact we started campaign we know immediately you me say candidate you start hit ground right away. And we have campaigned for 1 year, 6 to 7 months. You started a campaign, no man from say campaign. We were on the ground, we were touching every home, we were touching every room, we were touching everywhere on the quiet. And that has given us the results that we were anticipating.
If you say nipa de bufuo na ato aba because yes say no pa bia no yakọ montini nipa ma no ɛyɛ no kwese bufu bi na amanfo de to ye ehyan na ɛkɔ so a amanfo mpɛ teachers bi no misi omo de asan bɛ na anu ada akatu ya de mo ɛne benefit bi on so omunya 800 Ghana cedis omo ni bo omo so no na hwim ya 200 de free so we fa so na tese kasa amanfo kasa no ni nyina ka ho bi na ma sabre NDC amanoko no atumi enya upper hand na.
Yeah, the point is that deception idea we into say at any point in time we be din kanim na we dey enkontompo any na da be din anim at a certain point in time you end up, and exactly so is what has transpired in Doma. Yes, abufu na me ni say abufu na Doma no enye Doma nko the whole country abaye to no abufu ene editu. Don't forget say asantiji ni kansembe o kachire enana adodankwa akufado His Excellency bra wini ye say Ghana for so omo de kom eni bra ni abufu na akoto abati John Dramani Mahama na onim say ono babi wadi o mpebe na mum se wanhwe ye na oyade mani twam a Ghana for this abufu kro no a ebetu omo. And I think that it is a prophecy that has come to pass. Enti abufu no de e Ghana for you say obi ebu man na o say the main fabric of our governance, which is the economy. Definitely look at the situation whereby I say in Ghana, when we say middle class persons are not there again, we don't have them. They have all been wiped out because Omuna no Mobu Misika aye investment in us for Mona Yakofa Apasokesi Abakati basa. And so they are all down on the ground. Having done that, do you expect that same person to look into your eye and say, let you come again and continue the punishment? And so it's before now on their poverty.
The security and once I want man up. Osanje fo akasaye e ma radio stations ahoro wodo ma ha enya mpaso kase efiso efa bambo ho nsem se wunni obeye dede obeye boni bi no one na pamfinya wo mu nyawo eno na enya nsusanso pa amasabre yentimi antiboni bia in terms of security.
There is a domain episode friends community. Yeah. Thank you. Yempe basa ena yankasa so yebu yehimpon Dr. Dr. Agyemang Owusu Sanse ye papa no treasure emai enti okasa emudu emma youth no ina ye careful as to what to do, and I mean the thing say are translating into what we see apart from Sebia at the tail end we say amanfo bodo na asefo no yenti say obi any declining to everybody if it has happened, because saying any large scale may something just like a red flag. I'm not one to crowd idea. And I'm actually saying we are peaceful people and we also respect our king.
Very well.
You know, say about say easy. I confirm me not the two just say what do you kunim and ne anabia. What it up for 1 or 2 more, 1 or 1 time of my Ghana, my bono, my dear Sam, and I'll be.
They are giving me a task, and task normally is a memos. I pray I have the strength, and they are going to be with me. Now, you divide and rule in the man. We are all going to knock our heads together. Then we are the mama here. No, I should at me. I am the mama. I want unity. I want all of us to come together as one people. Okay. And we forge ahead. And until you have the mama. Yeah, my back. I who say, yeah, Bushia Bakura, the carbon to Saint Crania, all right, so until we also can come to the election, you know, I don't see any winner and a loser. Yeah, me say, yeah, you would be an enemy paying only a certain period. The time I saw a prayer. The man focus will be for the soon. Now, you pick up on your mind, but you know, you are to me. Now, yeah, you can see the soon. It's just about choosing a pattern, but there is nobody will lose in this election. Yes. In fact, without the fourth estate, we couldn't have gotten to where we are. Because when Koba you're born in a Sephora in a Juba, ya baba tina afidie so ne yakeka na kyerɛkyerɛ mu ya kyerɛkyerɛ mu na ɛkɔ na ɛsenke ɛno na ama dɔn no bra me no kasa yi amanfo atinwe ne yɛ kanse na afei ya yɛpɛ no ɔma ya ma nti me nso so meda
ampabe
mudi motinti mu mu akofo no meda master bre ya ma yɛ no ɛyɛ you've been so professional, you don't care who is there. Time
hello, I'm Pabe.
Opposition to let's give the opportunity to no. I think I love whatever I saw during the campaign.
Very well.
God bless all of you.
Honorable Yedase. I'm Pabe.
Yes, John Kwame Adujak. Sabre, you say ente. If you don't want to so we didn't go out of my central or no, and I attend a new disem. And then you watch them at the Ghana my title top TV for any phone and it's a watching background in the door.
All right, I'm Pabe. Yeah, that's a reporter. I know what try say over confirming Doma East and Crown Quantaho de Namayen. And to Unya also an afi Wamayatu live on top 103.1 and Chayabako easy now almost your press conference and then Sammy Jemfi want to come back again no so Sammy another press conference yebedi ho enkomo yebe try na yahwe say Sunyane East ne Sunyane Western so no confirmation say and also you right there na Agyen na just say one say we call Domana your constituency mako 3 na wo honum Doma East for MPP all the time and Doma Central MPP all the time and other side na Nkran Kwanta ho no ho na MPP abegibi na NDC so abegibi per report reporter ne di freedom my ne say na bia na 3 seats na wo ho ni na no asaba be di NDC nsem for the first ever especially Doma Central first ever.
Yeah,
Ebasa be yon
oh, Agyemang, especially somebody like
Agyemang
Owusu. Say the man can say MP no o channel na vote no to operate in a coffin. So Agyemang Owusu and na ye mu bi kura ni say Agyemang Owusu nya de anko be kubiem because looking at baby I would do any the kind of minister obedi yes and somehow do be about ho ne ade no dey ni say nko no kura nko kubiem so and said Agyemang Owusu be for Doma Central nim ada one aka no the way a omo voting that say ba Doma Central there say the maka say na nya there me wanwa so
Doma Central even primaries kra na Agyemang Bre pa primaries intino me say ekoba ne sa for the first time watena so 20 good years ebe enye me wanwa sa te say the kind o tena so more years na ho so ye den f no especially obeye health minister and who sensem bebre ni ti anye COVID time enura ye se o sensem bebre enti say ekoba ne sa na ono na say what disappointing MPP they are well because primaries you know
said the we political parties so I also do research about them because and then maybe omanye ni ye na ma 2020 omulusu ye kunya da han parliament ni bia no
ebi ni wanchi that time wanchi say ekrom hofo ne ka che omo say sa MP no that Oluman what's the name Jambafo omo ka che ni place ye nto ma na ka small boy bi Albert and on any coy. More or less, Albert will say, Uncle Yewini Anessa. The other guy in it also 10.
Okay.
Other guy in it also, sir, presenter, no, journalist, no, Quadro Frimpon, and Ubinia Ted. Enti, Unim, as someone, mine was a friend is a cry. Jambafo, or catch a constituency for an essay, or person in another retire. Because of Mina and a job parliament and oh yes, I know catch them so wouldn't mammy come last one and I do air quiet, rank comes my day, me could be and of for so yana ways and means or medical unit primaries are Emma for the first time a home so no NDC nya that seat and this time that seat is going back to MPP.
But so NDC for say almost church retain. And so when she was
no when she did me send me information through
but also but also say young careful because so-called social media be a win
yes
because who that's what from Dr. Zenato Rollins when we need hands down but MPP for also coordinate back to MPP.
Okay.
But I shared dashboard on her Facebook wall. We're winning over 60%. What is more interesting say to voter population of over 105,000.
105,000
was coordinate, but only 35,000 per quarter year. Yes.
Very bad.
Very bad. Parliament required 29,000. Presidential 30,000 or so.
And it's other than 8 years biano. Say political party be the 8 years. A do time I koto ba a bafom.
So why? I would say complacency.
A bafom pe na a in favor
of opposition. Yes, and it here. And MPP are looking for 85% in Ashanti regime. Commonly say a trade they can use Ashanti to show up their numbers. But my who say Oman Kasa figures some say 70%. 70%. Which is 15% below their expectation. In spite say but we are cutting a whole over 2 weeks so campaign no. Intino say we are but when you see some people when we even though we so about but we when you there because na secretary say nipa one of the strong and as a founders of the tradition the seat the chrome seat no never NDC for onsem Professor Kebuzia it when this seat na be from elusu no na yom ya pa as a mosquito crowd the sere am say omuso na Buzia no mu na look up to him enti no say omotu to MPP for seat it shows that MPP no party a eni so mudi omachi
o hwe reporter ye reporter e free Domama ye na Doma Central 20 years our parliament na Agyemang Owusu edi ewo honom ebeye den say MPP be den ebetimi elusu sa seat ne dia ma NDC but oba your friend say Doma East no capital na e wonfie na seat ne wo this man no or now or St. Teresa's Hospital omo introduce time president ko for the
health insurance no so no omo pilot
William Sabi
deputy minister for policy and evaluation the late Akoto say
no oye the deputy no office no castle e wo hono mti ono so no ne Paul Chum Berima airport primaries no and also normal kakra ko si e no ye den Paul Chum first time I also dey back parliament ni e na okwa won say Agyen fi obi a ne ma hono fru ma is ne ma me fi wa na fo na ne papa fi wamfie and na sa lady na omode ne ba ni fi Agyen fi ma me kro e wo hono eti say na okọ ho na Paul Chum wait na so 8 years the minimum say sabi tina so 8 years and na Paul Chum aba betina so 4 years 12 years no omna na omote so and ehona nkasa say wahwa okay say aya ye bu baby say ye Kwame Nkuru atwa mu
wamfie yes
so that seat ne de eye MPP seat because that time na Kwame Nkuru akura ni say omo ye UP4
no fie we ma no yin ani
omo bodwe atwa Kwame Nkuru ma
we ma
so we say me feel say we are me feel say Kwame Nkuru atwa mu wamfie na omo de aye bebo it that seat na nkasa de ye
but also I dey be a tell see every 8 years.
8 years.
Your partner also
traditional city.
Yes. Etumi see. Once a seat we on my yard there but etumi free inside because
because never be say at first no call other regions now. Big towns to cities na and go in favor of MPP.
Yes.
Obabon side one na dey be a yen kura kese no enyina first say wenchi brekum bechim sumiane doma entine nkura kese nyina no wo hwe vote na eba na e go in favor of MPP na NDC for the free nkuro nketu anim na eba enti wo he ba bia is as a trend no esisa ko na kwa do say nipa na ehwe especially ye hwe ya setremu ye hwe nipa na wo ye MP no obu a ye hwe MP ne kwa na ye gira so ato aba de ama o presidential candidate because parliamentary candidate bi o mo den na onye ne mayi a na aside party no enti ye 20 na ye 20 presidential so aka ho utiri ye a ne bia presidential no enipa na timi anya kakra e
so going forward na muhu se ebedu ba bi na hwa na voting system na wo Ghana no ebe kakra Ghana hwa ye nkoto some years to come maybe 15 years no because
no ebe I say a seat wo horoma ebe ko na asamba sana tie aha seat wo horoma but you say next elections you say seat no the traditional party will gain some of the seat ebi also also primary some ye mo nyeni nti ama man fo bufu so ehun aha ebi also primary be ha mo nyeni nti ama man fo buti na me nkoto kra
because somebody like Agyemang but the party should have been
It's on Minister
NDC head office. Now press conference. We have a lot to tell Ghanaians. Not results now can hear their bro. So you might why you ready? I am
positions. We all know that when it comes to constituency collation of resource, it is provided for in law. That exercise is not an exercise in secrecy. That exercise is supposed to be a public exercise. It is just like the sorting out of ballot papers, which is done at the polling station level at the close of polls, the counting of those ballot papers and the declaration of the results. Even though they are polling agents certified by the EC representing various political parties present, the general public is allowed to observe that process from at least 100 meters from where the real exercise is happening. So if you are a member of the general public, a citizen of Ghana, you can go and observe the sorting out of ballot papers, the counting, and the declaration at the polling station. Why is it that at the polling station level we don't say that because agents of political parties are already there, then everybody should go home? That is the paucity of the logic the MPP is urging on us. And it is very sad that the Electoral Commission seem to be re-echoing this contrived and baseless narrative of the New Patriotic Party. Everything about our electoral process is supposed to be public. Secrecy and opacity is what breeds rigging in every election. And so if they have nothing to hide, the MPP and the Electoral Commission have nothing to hide, then they should be happy. They should even join us in inviting members of the public to come and observe the coalition process. We are not asking our supporters to enter the coalition rooms. No, we have accredited agents who are the only ones permitted to enter those coalition rooms. We have accredited observers who can also enter and observe the process. But other members of the public are allowed to be at the center, at the right designated places. Not inside the inner perimeter or that enclosed area where the exercise is happening. But nothing stops them. There is no law in Ghana that bans citizens of Ghana from going to a coalition center where results from polling stations are being collated. We have always done this since 1992. Coalition has always been a public exercise. And the Jimensa Bosmanasare Samuel Tete-led EC cannot change it. Neither can the failed outgoing MPP government change this. You need to make that very, very clear. And so we thank all our supporters who have heeded this call, stopped all manner of jubilations, and are presently at constituency coalition centers. We will continue to call on you, appeal to you to conduct yourself peacefully, responsibly, and orderly. And please ensure that you are at least 100 meters away from the main coalition center. But you should be observing your eyes, your ears, your nose should be observing the process. You should be smelling everything going on. You should be listening to everything going on, so that if there is any issue, you can draw our attention to that for us to act. So ignore the lamentations of our friends in the MPP who have all of a sudden turned into evangelists. I heard their campaign communications director quoting 1 Kings chapter 3 and all that Bible quotations that I'm sure he has not even read before. Today, he's an evangelist quoting Bible quotations. This is not a biblical.
You have no call credits in your MTN account.
Okay, so that's a press conference from NDC led by Sami Jemfi. Young continue from here.
The better. But as I said
notice and actually cautioned our agents and supporters to be on high alert for the rigging machinations of the NPP in this critical stage, or at this critical stage of the electoral process. We have come by incontrovertible evidence that shows that the NPP has not changed. But if they have changed at all, they have changed from bad to worse. They don't think that elections are about counting hairs. They still think that election is about cutting hairs. They were one time lucky with violence and thuggery, and today they think that they can be second time lucky with thuggery and violence. But as the boys say in our Ghanaian society, they lie bad. This time around, violence will not prevail. Violence will not win the NPP this election, because there will be an appropriate resistance for what they have planned. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you to Agyemang Owusu South constituency. Even as I was addressing you, and by extension, the good people of Ghana, the NPP had assigned their thugs, positioned them somewhere around Sepase. And if you know that constituency very well, polls had ended in Ebuakwa, the capital of the district, for coalition at the constituency coalition center. On their way from Ebuakwa to Ikare, when they go to Sepase, some thugs of the NPP pounced on that vehicle. They were already holding 2 ballot boxes full of ballot papers, attempting to swap 2 ballot boxes with the ballot boxes that they were holding. Thanks to the resistance that our supporters, agents, observers mounted, and supported by the Ghana police, were able to overpower them, and they were arrested. And as I speak to you, they are in police custody, and I want to show you videos of what happened. And the media, you can check with your correspondents in the Ashanti region, these shameless, desperate people who think that this country belongs to them and will stop at nothing to hold on to power, even when they know the people of Ghana have rejected them. This is what they are up to again. They did it in 2020, they started again. So this is the Sepase police station. There's the confrontations going on. When they arrested them, they brought them there. But let's go to the next video so that they can see the ballot box. Yeah, so that's one of the guys. Can you go to the next one? Next one. Yes, so these are the 2 ballot boxes they try to swap with authentic ballot boxes. These are the 2 ballot boxes. And the police have seized that. They have seized that. And this was as a result of the vigilance of our people and the professionalism of the Ghana Police Service. And we commend them for that. So these are the ballot boxes. They pounced on the vehicle which was transporting the ballot boxes from Ebuakwa to Nkare Sepase. And they already had a ballot box with papers in it, ballot papers in it already time-printed. So when we tell you that these guys are up to no good, they are criminally minded. These are demented psychopaths who will do everything and anything to hold on to power, including killing, including stealing. This is what we are talking about. They make frivolous allegations without any proof. We are giving you proof. So the new evangelist the NPP has now got, an evangelist, Dennis Miracles Abuaje. We want him to hold a press conference on this and tell us whether this is true or not. Now, let's move from Agyemang Owusu South and come to the the central region, Awutu Senior East constituency, where we've recorded another murder of an innocent citizen who happens to be a supporter of the National Democratic Congress. Clearly, Awutu Senior East constituency is green. The tyrant, Hawa Kumsin, is a goner. And seeing that seeing that power has obviously left her, she cannot come to terms with the reality and has resorted to violence as she is known for. She's the same person who went to a police station and actually pulled a gun and shot at innocent civilians. And today, his thugs who were brought in from the Boku area, we know them, we have intel on all of them, were directed by Hawa Kumse to fire at an innocent, unarmed supporter of the NDC. Today, our former constituency secretary for Ayawaso, for Awutu Senya East constituency, Tuareg is no longer with the living. He's no longer with us. Why? Because thugs of this same woman, Hawa Kumse, beat him to pulp. And he never recovered, never got better until he died very painfully, leaving behind many children. So for how long will Hawa Kumse continue to do this? As I speak to you, one supporter of the NDC has been murdered. He's dead. The other is in critical condition at the hospital. But that is not to say that we have lost focus. It is a very sad moment for us, a very difficult moment for us. But until Honorable Now Koyo is declared as a member of parliament elect for that constituency, we shall rest not in that constituency. And the information we have is that the coalition currently ongoing at the coalition center at ASEC is almost coming to an end. And we want to call on all our supporters, all our agents to remain extra vigilant until the process is concluded. The duly elected member of parliament for the constituency is declared by the EC. The resource form duly signed by agents, our agents get his or her copy. It is posted on the wall, and then you can go and jubilate. But until then, let's remain vigilant. So that is what they have done there. And when we have the opportunity to address you again, we will show you pictures and videos of that. But I'm sure by now your correspondents in the area have already spoken to you about this sad development. But you know, nobody goes scot-free after shedding innocent blood. The NPP doesn't understand what is happening to them today. But one of the reasons why they are losing this miserably, like their own prophet told them they will lose spot all, is because of the 8 innocent Ghanaians they murdered in 2020. The blood of those innocent Ghanaians will forever be on their head. And so will be the blood of these 2 innocent Ghanaians who have been murdered today. One in Nyankpala in the Tolong constituency. An innocent civilian who was sitting somewhere only for these NPP thugs under the instruction of their parliamentary candidate Habib to open fire on him. And if you can show that, that is the injured person, show us the picture of the one who they murdered in cold blood under a bench because they were seated down. They didn't have any weapon. They killed them just like that because they had gone to the UDS campus at Nyankpala to influence and induce students to vote for Habib. Our supporters protested. It led to some heated exchanges and fisticuffs. The NPP thugs left the scene with Habib and came back there with their AK-47s and all that. They began to shoot indiscriminately to intimidate the crowd. The crowd dispersed. And on their way out, they met these NDC supporters sitting somewhere under an NDC shed. And they just opened fire on them and killed one at the spot. And here let me commend the Ghana Police Service led by IGP Dampare. IGP so far so good. It's not been smooth. We've not been happy with how some military men have been deployed and how some of them are behaving. But I think that so far, the Election Security Task Force under your leadership has done its best to maintain law and order in consonance with the laws governing this process. And we entreat you to continue to do so in accordance with the Constitution that you have sworn to uphold. And I'm commending him because we understand that 4 of the criminals who committed this dastardly act have been arrested by the police. But the main culprit, who is Habib, must be arrested. And if he's not arrested today, on the 8th of January, he will be arrested, just like our Kusa. Mark that on the wall. Then, in Greater Accra, we are having serious challenges in 4 constituencies. One is Ayawaso Central, where the Interior Minister, what's his name? Henry Korte is Member of Parliament and the outgoing Member of Parliament for the area. We are having similar issue at Tema Central, Ablekuma West, especially where Agyen Owusu is the Member of Parliament, and Ablekuma North. And the common feature of all these challenges we are having at these coalition centers is that the police, or let me not even say the police, these thugs of the MPP, because some of them may be wearing police uniforms or military uniforms, but you can't even tell today in Akufo-Addo's Ghana whether these people are truly soldiers. You can't really tell. That is how depraved the leadership of this country has become, and how bastardized our state institutions have been, reduced to. And so these thugs don't want to allow members of the public to at least observe, because at Ablekuma West, thugs of the MPP tried to engage in ballot box swapping. They threw into the coalition center 2 ballot boxes. And people saw it because they were there. And they were there because we called on them to be there. Had they not been there, the story could have been a different one. So they were there and then protested and resisted that ballot box swapping attempt by the MPP. Immediately that happened, Agyen Owusu called her soldiers, and they came there in a truck, soldiers armed to the teeth surrounding the coalition center. Well, our Deputy General Secretary is on the ground, and I'm told that the soldiers have now backed off. But that is a challenge we are encountering there. Same as Ablekuma North, same as Tema Central. And we are telling our people, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Be peaceful, be responsible, be orderly, but stand your ground. You have nothing to fear, because we are on the side of the law. We are on the side of the law. And they cannot kill all of us in Ghana. They can't. Now, to conclude, there is also the issue of Abuakwa North in the eastern region, where, again, at the coalition center, the police has fired tear gas, they are spraying pepper spray just to make sure that our people are not there to observe the process. And we want to call on the IGP to address these issues that we are encountering in some of these polling stations. The entire electoral process is a public exercise, from the police station level to the constituency level to the regional level to the national level. Accredited agents are the ones who are allowed to be in the coalition rooms. We all know that. But the public, the general public, is allowed to be around to observe what is happening. What is happening is not an election of a secret society. It's an election of a democratic country. People have cast their votes. What do you have to hide? And some people will say, oh, but your agents are there, allow them. 2 agents and a few observers. What about if they bandit them somewhere? Like they did at Echiman South. They attack them. They hound them out. Who will be there to defend them? And you want us, a serious political party, ready for power and in fact coming into power, to listen to your advice and tell our supporters to sleep at home and allow only 2 agents to be there observing the coalition? You think we are zombies? And I worry and Ngosro. It will not happen today. It will not happen tomorrow. We will police this exercise to the very end. And we call on our supporters to do exactly that. Now, finally, I'll end with a joke. I heard the new evangelist the MPP has now discovered, their communications director, who is now quoting a lot of Bible quotations, saying that they have won the election. Well, I'm not here to counter that. I'm not here to say that we have won. As for who has won, by now, every Ghanaian knows. They themselves, they know. And I want to show you one person who knows, because as the evangelist was preaching and saying they have won, his brother, the communications director of the MPP, was by his side. And from the look on his face, can we see that picture? I want to show you the face of a man who says he has won an election. Look, this is Richard Ahiagba, MPP communications director.
So if the MPP has truly won an election, you think this is how Richard Ayaba will be looking? This will be his countenance and his facial expression. And I'm sure you saw Fatima too. Yes. So these are the people who claim they have won an election. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your patience. We thank you for your collaboration. We appreciate your presence here with us. And we want to encourage you to stick with us until we bring this process to an end.
All right, so
how much would they give you? And you support this 50 cities, 10 among them. How much are they paying? 50 cities, 10 Who is in charge of 50 cities? Who is in charge? Hold this like this. Hold this.
So, Anita, press conference, they say from this time, you bet it.
But also, I'm trying to say, we see me supporters in court, we see me supporters in court. Emwa, we say we supporters in court, we could not know. No, I can say MPP for some and then go ahead. We no more accredited agent to Honma, Mujem, we say, what 3 million. It's your own day. We say,
the two major political parties almost from previous press conference, yet to about we are or more. 2016.
Say, 2020, say, but we know what. I think that now the Peace Council should come in and the police usually statement say no supporters should move to a coalition center. Party be our agent, yet train you more, assign you more, accredit you more by the Electoral Commission, so more number coalition center honmo. Police station be our nipa within a name or honmo. It is supported be our quack day. You know, the actual say, which the air condition also being called a coalition center, which the air condition no. And also being called coalition center. But then I can see me many coalition center one can find which air condition and I walk and I will go to Bible center for coalition center. Which air condition I also be so non-call day. In the Yama process in Yajuma, Ghana elections is one of the most transparent. If you track the documents in Ghana, there's no fear for alarm. If you track, you will say why you were I work in call for a year. Who will believe in call for? Why should you support us right to the coalition center? The two parties, the spokesperson, and you're good. Then party leadership should call them to order. And you say, there was a substantive director of communication for the NDC, Kakresamo Onkasa. Your substantive director of communications for MPP, which I have about Onkasa. But 19 years, it's unnecessary. It creates unnecessary tension. The lessons are being collated at the coalition center across the country, supervised by the Electoral Commission with the assistance of the Ghana Police Service. Observers, Kodu for me, Commonwealth observers, EU, ECOWAS, now all create process. It also support an encore day. All my interest no more coordination, no more than more share. It's the Benin BBC and day. Elections is here, nipa two,
any form of so protected.
No, own protection. Nipa not coming minimum. Minimum pinches is better.
But for be bonnet.
So who crowd? There's a police for her. What's the police for her? The army are moving around. They say soldier for they should not be at a police station. I want to go police station except free police being here. So they are around now. Who say IGP police service? Some of the better IGP so called coalition centers. So the police say, I'm making sure say this election will be peaceful. It also supports someone called Amon day. Every here. We have accredited people who train you, if you trust them, someone train you near the before but maybe pinch it that. How much support I know not to who pinch it to do who see a church to do who may be a fellow. It don't come on day. It's unnecessary. I think it's a running Yajuma.
I'll come back to near repose a Cambo Babu by na Ebimo Kase. Yeah, Chada and your friend is Alan Quadruche can even push this election to run off. Pay young Kasa results I say can you Igna? Let's say the two young guys leading the two major political parties, you know what I say.
And I think Sir Governor Senior Editor Kayano, the way I almost chanted for the supporters to go to the coalition centers, no, I think it's any the right thing. It's a supporter Nankasa so called a coalition center. On betimi akọ, and especially with ye west and Nioma Owusu, Jargons Nioma Owusu na. I don't think it is the right color. They have been selected by their various political parties because they are vibrant. In terms of say Yankasa, any identity or monim says I took a miracle ne Sami Kemfi omo ye good. Inti no mo di omo bano, but I think say it do that time you'll be experiencing a lot of these press conferences. Now, young guide yourself against any kind of fire west beer. A bit me a day a year who yen in your maba. Into no Omabe Casa dear, but in say we are the right thinking member. Nasa one Casano Pesa show who ye dear. I don't think say I was so sorry. Obedam Wajujo Hono Oko pet a year as someone Mahuma coalition center no course a day. Because the way omoya munko hono then omokoye muanka sanzo modi kan aka from the speech as Sami Kemfi for instance okano also more certified and accredited agent omo coalition centers hono mu enti no all cast other supporters no munko no mokoye de omoko gina hahwe bia na say
Mamenko Ashanti region na mene one of the Alan guys in name komo Abraham Boy did do na friend of Pullman na turn out a course wo kuma se no ye on my enti mu kakra opo my good evening to say
good evening Ozu
na kuma se to say
kuma se ye se ni aya no se ni etela da
Vima de kuma se ayedin aden na kuma se ayedin
results na ba ninye na voter turnout no so ni pempi o man to aba no
na say results eba no obia easy for nche dan fa results ni mpie nti e dey na ama omo ayedin sa
how dey all one crime untie nkran dey mebo a
e che nkran dey pa
yes o kuma se around and before say e be bobo no ozu dey say no atena adada onim kuma se abato won beto a emo 12 no so wo aba 500 emo 12 no timi se be 350 380 no ma beto it from 12 na no e butimi jua to be 2 o'clock then ka be 2:30 dey kono so to 150 na kan when yakura no timi nya more than half yes e dey bia no be to score be 90 something percent that's it but this election no I say it may be a see or for the na a second run and some year nam PR still the pananya day that is 98 so
2008
2008 voting turnout no ama so bia ko he baby and we hu so hu za ba ni pempi ameto as far as yin na why bimben emi okro from a let match be 5-6 polling stations no ma hu ni pa was on to aba no hu ni pa went mi ankoto the moment mi ankoto no so abe no opposition na appreciate so it is all election after election after there one will be the usankwan the idea be bo
na ede ba say ama kumasifo na nya ho kekan pia nkoto aba no
yes see apa one day untimi ho but the best na ye mu bit Matthias MC Canada so the candidates go how the manner any penny na pen quite apart from that instead of the leadership no to resolve problems so obe no call for unity no they didn't do that they thought oh guys we dey how be call e yo mo se bibia no be ti sky so nti obe ha apart ni ba 2 votes enipa ni PD yaw so enipa ni PD ana the stronghold of the party I think you are aware
now we think say
kumasi aba no ani asantima aba no nya say nipa ni ye MPP for nkwenti ne etu ansa na osori akoto aba no he obi ansa na wako o su say you are aware etu aba sie nyina ye MPP for but so usu okumasi a ozu betia free nipa be more than 50 na okaza chom say nkoto aba e beko on emi chu it is any pan ko ba say on o ya na wankwa whether you like it or not say any 50 na he na asa to aba no e betia stop be 5 or 6 so and that no man wo
na ye feel say o candidate ya land Kwadwo Chematin can make difference wo kuma say but ye share vote ne numbers are about from Ashanti region and the numbers na enye I mean encouragement to be animu sa na
yeah it's true on say bi na me ka say nipa na mpia me to aba no ebi okra ye be to aba no be wie no ye be to e be kan no ani nrechi no na me ni ahwekọ tan instead of the ruling party also okoye campaign e chere nioma a waye e gina so say we say you retaining no onya position bi wo baby a na ala mom ne nkofo no do masiwo eto wo ba the election na attack no within the ruling party na attack no wo ala so crossing the opposition on ne ko oti ne mi che especially in Ashanti region from Enrich Wednesday di ba de eyi asomo bonds nyina o bonds ase ala ndi amotoma na vote na ide ase with that no bu a ohwa ni bu ofu so nkoto ma eye 1 ena na mi chemu ene eso otoma ala so ebe sei eye 2 enti ona nkoto so ne mi chono eno na sa vote na ye fi se se ni pani ti to dia nke be result to the second round so because ni enim se ni pani na di yawo ba obu a ohun se okay yeso otoma na won wene ena me so benya ma adwen se me to amam nti man koto abaye me de ni nipa bebre a moment pia nkoto ade no kwa akoto amfa so be na wo whole lot so a big job the who say no affect the candidates in pa and our tax was very serious although hecheda so if we are fair MBB attacks and coach that so sir because no fit say on chom vote but attacks ni by yen party for na AJB how dey busa the situation I buy a comment on mine about ono ani of Fakofo. Look at the way I almost twisted, no, a penny against ono. I ran a week or 2 weeks to the election. So it is you sending nano, almost the breaking the vote of Alan. There be any parent to Abano. And as any panel breaking, no, it's answered to one year yaw. One can't say maybe convince Nama, one to Amalano, it be a call out to Amamono. A support of class I mean uncle. And Makoto Abano. There no one factor. You say nipa pi anko to aba no. E wona na wo yaw. A hu say e brani obi na o se de ne ko. It because you to man fa na anko de a. Eti ye be ko akoto ana ye say o ko to man akra. O man na akoto man kro nwene. E na akoto it be na anko kra na makoto aba. So, at the end of the day una affect o. E bi ani pa no kra ko voting ho a. Maybe obetuma fa ne age ne paper. Obehwe ala nim. Ebi a ohun symbol no kra na adwi timi dey esesa ba wo discouraging is man nto kra e man ni pope it is on to no nko dey at the end of the day e be go against you ebi a sa vote ni koi and a call in favor of Alana Kabo say it shows automatically the election is going for second round mebwa and that was our calculation because we say omo no mu di ya oni nyina no vote for us. It's a bus of Muntin Connie. Terminia, my and Opa results are mobile. Yeah, be fair, also. Nanya, but next day, connect with Nakore Zongo vote. Any polling stations are a Ben mosque. Never Diahina candidates need to be winning. So, while they were using, were not now, were religious, now religion way, it's more than a car. They will vote for us. All these things didn't happen. So, it is an idea. Nice, sir. So, depending on how. I mean, polling stations there. Me, I don't know, analyzing in your house, and your Mujina Sudi choose sooner. May who say, and no justification. Because near a user, your mamma, Cocase, Yam Farm Mana, because you is the Bama, one factor. Vijina Suchi, quite apart from the whole, you're in a bar. This religion. And I said this group of people were to Abama. You have to agree. Over a analyze that areas, you know. Never voting party and never say a consent. So, yeah, but over here, it's good for us, eh? Yeah, if you say, you can't say Nipan to Abano. They don't like the candidate, Nipan Meto. It's women per candidate. If I want to tone so opare, the same Nipan to Abana and I'm no. A certain huge percentage so yeah, almost a religious on your channel. Say you say okay, the more we are, and a religion we be to amayeno. Honestly, when you say okay, me conscience in Tremita, it is a Kwabena Sadia, me party ni pa, but we am a corner me kotoa. Na and say me conscious right. It mean now koto. And also a huge percentage of voting a party abano. And also all
right, so per wa sem na wo kano if say cheddar crab biti o candidate alanche matan nyo wan.
Oh, enyo wan. On the medical catch say, oh yeah, well, cheddar ever since about one face any attacks yeah away.
Oh sure.
What I mean now, just there 3 weeks. I do 3 weeks. 2 weeks. She attacks a whole government, a whole party. I said that church can launch against one individual independent candidate for the whole Ghana, a whole press conference, because they were for a question and Ukraine did the question say unjustified points I did not answer. Hey, because of political gimmick, because of political scores, you know, say we didn't attempt, and easy. And once there, Adami can say, in a way, Papa, no, we were 2 for us and in a way. President Kofobe idea by so you get 2 say baby, or Coco do you know, our first and a mood. So it is our Catano and we know not Kakrabi, it means Senior be brave the goose. It means Senior be brave the goose. So say, our latter part issue we crano, a time any part to a baby the palm partner. Because I'm confiding in them. But also think I'm making.
Man.
Yes, this latter part, bad information, I'm the ball alarm. Say, yo, what did he attempt? Maybe what did you confront them? A man can't be away you confront a crowd. But also, that's what I say. And some can be aware did the attempt. But politically, maybe I mean, no, Papa, no, enemy, they are not ready to go attempt.
Hello, poor man. Very okay. So you're in real precon. Okay. So editor, what's a poor man?
What's up, Baba? Do I can get me in a yard? Maybe I said, go for the say, I'm what?
Election. You're say banana.
Okay, enti yanhwe na chese say yes say be ko go there enko corner. Enti say ala na nya na say corner na enko go na mo you okay with that?
Oh yeah, dey nyo say omo ina na adwun ya dey adwun ya dey. Ba ne yan ye consent pa ne say you hu say papa ne betin lose first round straight. I know dey say woni me kasa obo me tape you me catch us say yan timi anfa anko second round. Now we'll be betting win straight election if ended manganjo.
Yeah, what kind? Just last week now. Last week yeah now kind. Me voice.
Yeah. Me say. The yan fa second round. Now we'll be betting win straightforward NDC because na yan him say omo wa ye ebu afu ni ayi na omeja party no eco voting center na ka they will vote for us. Nenka yan vote na peja. Nenka yet percentage no so Eddie Abeko second round. Then can save party, no, but so Johnny Pan said, they won't vote for the candidate. But any panels do the before man could station or crown Marco Tuamala. No Marco Tuama party. So and so go at
Opoma, Mamma was it. Mamma was it. Yeah, Obia so Ejo, so Bibi, I best have back to you now. Yedinko. Mami kujina Ashanti region wa na me ne Akwabwa reporter eni nkomo Akwaba enumre so biem
na wa me dey show
fa na watching report be na ode maye
ma cho biem
fa na watching akodu current and as the latest report ade maye den.
All right, me that say na the multimedia source biem and say anopara ye gi nkomo ewie no na we so aye about there's 11:45 there about one of the police stations no e wo be kwa ahia e fro honom abodom GHS ahonom na ekopi security ni so ana akwa to say we ba kwa ahia na kwa akoye between the independent candidates me kire lawyer Mofa and afei the NPP parliamentary candidate your friend say Raf Pukwe Bishay. It will be more accused, say, vote buying any ADB FSA taking place in Timadidi Kakrabama, Posifuana, or mobile buy one sign equally for reinforcement. It will keep us 30-35 minutes and sana, or meeting a economic situation down. It is quite apart from that, in the idea, your TV, said the body BSC ever. I have a quiet constituency, I say. Now, I be about and say, yeah, but people and what the coalition center has seen. A coalition center no ever.
Nampansa to be precise. Nampansa Roman for the boom Shukunu and the Bia Roman for sorry down Isina and the ho and a more quality your friend social center ho and a coalition or more etime at the Abahasi. Last 4 years or more quality in our resource and the choir magistrate a court to Honomo, but this time around and I'm so do the Bena Manfo she said the choir a bit my year and I'm some free some magistrate court to Honomo Akupimu be a friend say Nampansa Mitre woman for Honum social center Honum. Now for now, yeah, Mino Kasaidia, they are yet to collect even a police station. Over call the projector now, maybe about Honum and any blue, Kunisho, Omun Bidia, do party agents in Adina, they are all here in their numbers. Security very tight, but the truth of the matter, and say, Nipa may be a bit matina, a machine that she no must start a quality as of now. And Nadia etimi ateki place nti ya ni I see because Nadia the results are na kwa provisional results and etimi about so meeting quality me I man kon certified had you say obetimi national wetimi akan yi say abato no ekobo kuma na say ekonifa but abia ba kwa meeting kan e dey atwa to sisi a ene say abia provisional results ne chance a eba no Yabuanan edi echirimu okrum na obedu be kwai be bia for no masokwa be kwai asokwa eben be kwai police station nipa esanso eben be kwai post office sa for junction and a woman to only there the principal street the main principal street of be kwai asi edoma omushasi a wo mu etwisu ku for no ka sa kwampo no wo mu guso wo bonwom wo mu twisu ku ni dia ebi omo ma brede omoko ena omo re sisi omo ho oden no omo da so ejire mu ani wo mu eka bo so nemum abra ye hwe se die kurum esitie no no ma betima catch us say the choir ayedin the send that you call MPP omo party office e wo be choir you do one of sebi anoma bampu ye hu say obi gina ho. But Abraham voting, Eguso and Nekoso, somewhere 12:30 up to there 5 already. Now, and 24 be officer. But no there 7:30, 8:30 there about yes and no. As a Kumaya ship, it's a concourse MPP or more party officer, no, a rubber quiet city. You call home more, said the Anoma Kokra, Nadia or Woho, and as you can, you call your Omunian DC for. You call one more. You must have seen, say, and 24 Baba Pravi. Ama, you declare me so moon because a dom, you pa doma ne cheshia, a man, member, Mebunu, Wamu walks out Vizela, a jubility, say, share the kind of area provisional results are coming from other constituencies, coming from other regions. Now, they believe that. NBC ebetime based on omo asem omo kan no entina museum say okay adentina yen hwe from this angle say the quiet constituency na mo person na ko no say no de omo nim say before results le beba no na do mo pe no wo say timi aka na mo enya ma no de results be provisionally omo atin wo other regions and for them other constituencies no say den NDC for everything assign about the do a man should be. I was in tea home there. You see, me no Casa Crampono, let me catch us all the corner night bomb, Kakra, and that's all. But that of the NPP, party office on there. I can tell you, say, call on na and yabi, I'll be a cry, say, or no, and now a new home. For now, the BR stabilizing. You be a young tea, Jammy, and teaching, young tea, young tea should be a cody. Also, I will have my Guso a year share, so the phobic must start in a more quality results. But and then one saw Munya and start here, I will be quiet because in the 2020 elections, you know, before a more quality be now about let's say 11:30 in the morning, the next day, that is the 8th of December 2024, you know. At 2020, and I said the nominal starting quality, and then because we share 188 polling stations plus the special voting polling station now, a bit number I have 189 polling stations within Ayabakwa constituency as in Sana Ichike Ewachi.
Akwaba mamena wase ebesa back to you na ye no wani ba me nko EC office na me ne opon checheku eni nkomo opon etisen
me Joseph Kwabena
wo EC office esi a
yeah me electoral commission headquarters
conference because ana
me ka say there in central for share mu etwa to electoral commission no edikan edi abranya wie na sesi no in central for ne na omaso ye nyina na omde yakọ eye strong room ɛhɔ nom no amanyuku bia na musini ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ahanom sei na afei nso no ɔmayɛ nhyehyɛeɛ ɛde ato sɛ mantem du nsie no mu no ɛyɛ resource bia ɛbɛbɛ bia ne nso no ɛho nso mfidie esi hɔ nom a sɛ mfidie no nso ɛba bɛhwɛ aboa ama ɛyɛ dwumadi ahodoɔ no a wɔmudi no ɛno nso wɔn bɛhu na Frederick Tete a wɔno ɛna wɔboa man nsɛntwerɛfoɔ yɛte ne yɛkɔ so ase ɛwɔ ha no sei sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ electoral commission ɔmo nhyehyɛ mu ne ɔmo nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ nom a bebree naa no ɔmo hu collation center sɛnea ɔmo si fa collate results ɛde fi ɛyɛ mantam no mu bi ne ɛnɛ wakyerɛkyerɛ mu ne nyinaa na yɛn nsa aka no wɔ ha nom sei a yɛne ne nkɔmmɔ tia wɔne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ kasa yɛ ɛdan a ɔmo de nsɛntwerɛfoɔ aba bɛwura mu Mr. Fred yɛmo akɔ ababa top radio top TV.
Hello, Yejimiso.
All right, so quick one. What do you go inside Kocheche Nimebi? Dear Nana or Patre?
Yo, Meda, a chief was na Yemobia. I'm say Adiasa on my own humanity and say a coso a coalition sector, a friend is a national coalition sector, and I can say free. Na senior Jumedi, no becoso say. Aha ene ye beji ana ye sabeka resource like free regions no beba na ekwa befa so about say electoral commission ye use technology bia a mode bia very simple fax machines ene be use and the regions no aha no regions no be faxi omo resource no a patch say 16 regions in factory on results no aba na say midi T4 be more your 16 fax machine via ebe receive results from one particular region and the greater Accra fax machine be ebe nya ana say Greater Accra Regional Coalition Center no on back faxi to the
headquarters. Mr. Fred, yes,
on back faxi to the Greater Accra Regional Fax Machine National Coalition Center. Into single paper. It is a regional resource in Kwani Ebepa. Our Fulunsa be faxi from our full region, almost regional collated resource. And she say na Ejumadi Nubeko. International observers, local observers, candidates via Yama Ubia Nipamino, Mebejina Mwane Moaha. I should say results na ebefa fax mo abano endo na omunkro fo no edi omunsa titin ewo region na anti ebe sa kopim bra ye benya 16 regional resources na yakani nyina bom e kambo mo na maamiji mensa abo just wa declare presidential results. Now, America can say fax results in every region no bar. The Chirep party and our candidate agents no more. Now, you can't almost say winner Abba. Yeah, photocopy among no free for more region. no mo confirm and you know no to me more best a mere best 15 minutes to 20 minutes so mo to me yes I knew me na yadi baako I free fax mobile no yadi akọ mo so no mo nyina de omo sa tintin omo de omo sa tintin wie a ni asan ye photocopy yadi amomo say wo copy ni sa copy na bi ene yadi beko akoma madam Jemensa na wa sign o sign na dia to ho fufuro ba sa na ebe no na afede ye keka ni nyina ba ni nyina bom ye wia na afede mami Jemensa obebo senior 2000 ST
sisi ameka say ekobo dumienu so na ni da so atwe mu ebrebe na ye hwe nim say regions no omo befax say eye omo resource ediaba na fe ya hwe declaration so enim kwan
enu de emren down say senior commission kai no ye hwe nim say 72 hours within 72 hours no commission no ebebu aba no na Ghana for ehu mampanyi a ye no anti efrem range na aircon no mintumin ka say 2 minutes 1 hour time and region bi o to me wie ni die no to me fax ba anti any moment from now no e betumi enye bi ana say ebia your channel papa ebia 2 a.m. 3 a.m. 4 a.m. ebi betumi aba na the mehu ni say mre bebre no the di kan ba no I check akra ba chire no just say omo nyina to me ebuba boom anti yenya abutre say on my ne twen at the end of the day no Yakopon be my the way you know so omra mehwe omanos
get that say
but I say we
nti era Fred tete na Kwabena oni yenkasa ye no yin say wa chen mu ama na kwase yi pa ama mejidi se wonso what ya say minim say
but upon the two major political parties you know omon panifo binum aba bedru yisi office wana wana wa hu omo ho no yeah me say the two major political parties in panifo ewo east offices here na
Kwabena yisi ema a break across omo ewa hanu si na omo function pe bibi endi na Kofi Kranti ewo minchen wa hasi anka Kwabena ye be sanki bitimi no edi nkomo
very well try now no nkomo the independent candidate no
yes, independent
try na ye na nkasa
okay Openi top radio top TV suni na elections voice so far me who say wosre when e pa na then e ma wosre
say if you paid attention wouldn't say yen what the best message yen what the best policies yen ubia sebe ohwe foma onim nyansa pa a opese Ghana yeye no yen yasem nutie if you say yen penso ni betumi affect Ghana obi entumi fix Ghana wo mo be na no frakadam
den kutia no
nya kutia na nkrofo your friend saying policies ne manifestos won kan em say won kan bo modern kan ye de o kan ye de wi a wo beti ase.
All right, finally I think say ebra ye hwe ni mu kwan eni also wa hanu bi e na obeka so far processing from day one electoral commission ba be misabri
minua process ne de far from the SSA so sebe ye 2 point kakra nti ye hu said the amaya pi womo electoral commission and nyoma na ye nyoma de entwa yi inconsistencies ne doso ene womo frame ye agents be ye deny womo access to polling stations because yes, see one for letters, Emra. So, I don't know is one for letters ever. I don't know is one for letters, bro. Now accreditations. One more say Electoral Commission agent or hono one kind card ni into the wasono when who and can ye internet we have to school the Electoral Commissioner agent and says a banasa. So into some of the agents are not well trained, they don't understand what's going on. Well, now Electoral Commission and Kasa Omunyome P ye. So and until they went to and chia bar microphone to Omwasia, I said fight way cost because there's so many inconsistencies. There is a better way to do sa idea ya this all car woman the right people and now maybe a president in the SAR system we messes on a very simple cra phone near ukri by a scanner will be a crap ballot to be a Q code and our barcode obey to me their scanning what is scanning will a friend saying ballot now not register was so now kind and who he has said as I see a better hanum ABC pay
send America for to maba.
Oh, who scan ya na a register. Minya sana na Q codes ne barcodes ne ho fa so ne say. So what I say. Nti enya ade asese ye kan na enem me fax machine kura na me nim say da so ho fax machine. Me who fax machine charge me betwa machine me betwa wosre me betwa a picture. I'm the akotare me dem say fax machine me the akoche me man say this is a fax machine. Me will be charged. Omuka fax machine kura na me machine. Wosre insre busiafo nana upon checheku esre because ono no am say ono no who fax machine kura che easy Ghana easy abrofo etia wo so wo twetwa pictures because wo mu twa ni pictures wo mu who fax machine kura da yetwam fax machine.
All right. So finally, results need be if you say but are you satisfied?
You see, you can be satisfied with a processor and start year. A start year, say every result that comes out of a processor start year, has been authenticated and it's right. But so long as there are inconsistencies from the beginning, all you can do is mitigate error a woman to be less, but you can never say a error less. They make out here say because you have problems. When you say you have problems, before P report to problems. You have polling stations P. You for P wahonoma omenya access to your agents be omenya access to polling stations. How do they verify results in free harbor? They make out here say if you don't know how the results were compiled, how can you authenticate it? You can't.
All right. Inti yebedas papa. Inti Kwabena na Alan Kwadwo Chremantin anamusini enso ewa hanumuseya sima bako bi yene no ono so yenye na dwenkyere emfa so far electoral processing sin ehu opani yemu akwa baba top radio any top TV so udin
Efremi Amprechu.
Come udin preview
Efremi Nana Amprechu.
Oh, okay, Nana Chum. Who representing Alan Kwadwo Chremantin so far so good. Results say bad they no be can for processing no. They no be can electoral commission oh my Ghana.
Medical achia etiefo. Na ba unim say dwumadie die. Afi ne yesu ye ba be hyase. Because amamu no nyina coalition center ne abedru ho no. Nti ye be hwe yen aba. Aba sebi agent or police station de brey. Coalition centers our constituencies in Adiomusu de Bay. Na the national war. If you try to Muna Diomusu one, prepare your war. Na yeso ye the answer assign cratasi. Then so semi SU so akase Obibia call Nekwan so dear. A bay say metrain kakra. Is answer o my munisum. SU who babia Yemianum Almuya Juma mine. Baby, Omowo and Sebi, the reports they have individually from their Omoa Impeswaso, their course woho. To me, the Nina Brain at the Chimimun, yet imagine as Waka say, a Jumano, a Gwen free and fair, but optically, say, I showed you course, apart from some minor pockets of violence, no, meaning say, and you are going,
That's it.
and that's any
good. It's a Kwabena MPP. Na musini bako ha musi a ye many who say obebji penny na ye no edi inkomo tiawa bia and I believe say he's from the MPP. Openi ye mo akwa baba top TV, top radio. So respectfully, can you identify yourself na fe watch ray ye no edi inkomo kakra?
Your friend Aduma Bosma Emmanuel, may represent NPP or National EC Coalition Center.
All right, so far so good. DN Obekanfa Electoral Commission omo jumedi omedi.
Well, Senawoka and so far so good outside. And you're bad. You're trained at the Juma Casino. I won't say when you say as far as presidential elections near concerned, no. Ghana United one constituency. Enti there be a coalition no, to bring out the results of that one constituency. Enti over 40,000 polling stations now yet to abandon in a become more. And I be a final declaration to be our no. Either say we are a reporter now, we are agent for your party. You be Juma to make sure say electoral commission Juma na in finality.
All right, as an MPP party at large, results ni be if you say ebano, are you impressed?
That's elections. Until the last ballot is counted and put together, you can tickle yourself and do anything. Yes, idea. You say until you count everything and you are clear in your mind. You can't go on a frolic of your own. Is to stay focused and finish the work that is important. Anyway.
How will you describe the violence or some of the constituencies?
That is wrong. That is unfortunate because we feel say Ghana a democracy after 32 years of practicing Saudi, we shouldn't be going along that path. Yeah, it is totally unnecessary. I say but 32 years at least compared to some of the countries around us. Yeah. So I don't expect some of these things to happen. After all, about one day because of that, you be prior on. It's not necessary, totally unnecessary. You're unfortunate. And they say MY at all. And sending negative signals to the countries around. They say you're too known or Ghana say oasis of stability, a fake. We don't need that for ourselves.
Respectfully, are you disappointed in your government as to project security for this particular year's election? And finally, our previous elections, I learned 8 people were killed. Nipan Wachi and Omotua Nananmo Siedo, and Nipa Bako, Ama Chese, near Kokosu was some of the constituency. A new Obeja to say, Mabai, Wedi, Makopanto Femkakra.
No, because I remember very clearly that we said not a single drop of blood had to be shed for this election. So the government was really clear about it. And not just the government, the entirety of Ghanaians were clear that we didn't need to do that. I cannot sit in this room here and purport to know exactly what happened. That would be speculating. I don't do that. But whatever be the case, it is an unfortunate incident. There is no reason why anybody, for any reason whatsoever, should lose a limb, a drop of blood or breath because of this election. No, it is wrong. And I will not blame it on the agencies because, as I said, I am not fully apprised of the facts. I cannot sit here and be speculating about this. But really, the security agencies, to the best of my knowledge, have done very, very well. Policing this thing, they have stepped up to the plate. They have shown as much professionalism as possible. I don't know if I can say the same for the citizenry, because whereas the police and the security have been professional, can we say the same thing for the citizenry in respect of the security? Did the citizenry behave the way they were expected to behave, or they tried to take the law into their own hands? These are some of the things that will come out after all of this is ended, and they go through the reports that we can make a meaningful statement. But I can say without any equivocation, say security agencies, my idea.
That's my final question for you. MPP as a political party, say resource in if you reach any more back, mobeja to you and Koyan Famama.
Oh, no. This is not a matter of mobeja to man. The facts are there. We know what we have done. We know what work our people have done outside. We know what we are expecting. When it comes and we have to sign off what has to be signed off, we shall do that. This is not one of the things that you have to go and say, no. It's not necessary. We are not going to do that game at all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great. Into a MPP. Now we see
in fact, sir, he's the deputy chief of staff in charge of operations. Aduman Bossman and now Dinko. So that's a fantastic interview. Why what to me is a very deep one. Why are there? He's your friend's a deputy chief of staff in charge of operations. Bianca or catch us a friend and Carlos Bombrez Bianca Abu say you know. So but once again, thank you very much, sir. Only Dinkomo. We are hoping for good results coming the air banner. Ye na ye guso aye train easy the beba na ye no kre the ye titina bonten the intimate dinaso. So as a deputy chief of staff in charge of operations, your advice, edema your supporters, and of course the biggest opposition political party supporters, and also you're there.
Ghana is bigger than all of us. Whichever way it swings, so it's very important. Say we should keep the image and integrity of your country, intact, because countries no matter which they are watching us. We start the interview, make us say, too no, because Martin side around the West African sub-region, we have to show say too no. But democracy, and we are exhibiting it to the fullest of our ability. That is what we should do. So all of us, firstly, because we are Ghanaians, secondly, because we love our country, thirdly, because we understand that this exercise is part of the democratic progress. So we should step up to the plate and do right by each other. That is how we should do. That is my advice for everybody.
Chief of staff, deputy chief of staff, that's it once again. So on the top radio wedding come on. If we BBM so your report and besan wedding come on na yanko point sharp. Very well. So upon now what him nipa me inside din come off 1 year try NDC so rep wo ho no mo ana.
So far ni de NDC sena me di kan e de tudwa no omo bae na no na commission no omo kasa kire se ebetimi anka omonko na omonko koma no kakra ntino emu epejo mu omai ntino so far the space na eda ho no I think say no betimi identify no ne card eda ho say NDC rep.
Very well. Per coffee be na mama wani nkum say no 2 men find say ka be 12 minutes na ye wura ade channel mu na 12 am enti no ye be san ba won chen bibia no alert ye na ye di nkomo. Very well. So live on top 103.2 you go so your election voice ye dey bro, and there's a report from EC office upon Chechikuo wha ye nimpani 4p edi nkomo everyone. Okay, so editors
also very good say electoral commission first time Omodia coalition strong room coalition center friend strong room say them strong room friend coalition center say first nyasa friend but strong room I say against strong a fax machine said that could granting canon a fax machine 16 fax machine each for one region any evidence they receive results from the regions then they said the change process on be from there and you know and it's good some of the media for na call should be who be first let me to me call by yes beko basa see the media for say omo character me betumi awura at any time say the upon your modin common you know it's good and it's good say you need deputy chief of staff so also aja to me say bibia akoso boko in terms of results omo dem nya officially but we need the akọ omo need the akọ continue penny but at least they want the official or the certified one before they can say anything.
Now, I promise Ghanaians to say the way be could be answered.
Oh, and only choice. Say President Akufo-Addo I can't several times. Only choice. Said the 2008 Kufo Muma Atamas no. Said the 2016 Mahama Owusu the man Akufo-Addo no. Say that here. Only choice. That's why we have come to accept. Yeah, problem. The problem is that the democracy yemaningo. Your democracy. Otu abewe pe. They can na. Unless you can too much. But any another discussion for another day.
Yes.
But you see, I mean, information about yourself. Okoboy when to me and to. We're losing the bid to become Lejokuku, Benjamin Iku, everything in seat. And this was a mini, I'm not claiming Tema Central. NDC, a mini Tema Central.
Baby Bright.
No, then say, hey, Tema West and Tema West. Yeah, Tema West.
Seat in the war.
No, MPP, they are Kalasahin Crown Corner, and I Layenu, you saw last 4 years as a BT MPP candidate, you know. Dennis Sefa.
Oh, yes. Sefa.
Yeah, you know, and this year claiming.
Okay, what
and a graphic online report. And a graphic online report. And I let you cook so. Ja, Okoboy went to me and fight. Any child a human in a went to me and fight. So, these are reporter. And this everything say yes.
And your friend says Sefa watch one also.
And I'm Jeffrey MPP for some.
There be one in this and also MPP beam. Sefa watching opposition.
Kalasahin Crack. Tema West. You are Kobium.
It's not a Sefa.
Konanko Bisina name. What's at a point? Not my sitting in MPP seat.
Yes.
Tema East, why we Titus, MP3, and now they are shy, and I shall mention that to any papa. No, if you back, I shall mention that to me, I shall mention that to me, I shall mention it in difference. And I say, I'm the 23 seat than Tamano, and it's a G2. Central comes also and I say, the council will see 2.
Nipa every
elections here too. I'm saying Nampa Dulu Bako and how I come to Bako. It's Nipa 2. Oh, and the police are confident Nipa 2 now compared to last year. 18. But it's not say about from tonight. It's not good. It's not yes, say you so you kind of say we have reported once a crown, but very bad. But confirmed that the 2. As at now, confirmed by the police, too. Nipa 2 new.
But not the regions. Number so prapa.
No, serious. Nampara, they are serious. Nampara, serious. These are some of the information I pick from the ground side. It says that SEC and some said there's a report that your coalition center will go on. Yachini Paba Home. I also rest were gone. Yachini Paba Home is here and so. And say, you monitor the cry. Say, Giddy crowd, John Dumelo, Lydia. I'm saying, Giddy. So now John Dumelo call for the celebrity, but I'm saying, you're near coalition in your own to celebrity, sir. But according to the car, say, this guy, Prince David, was saying, once I catch him, if suppose I'm going to calm down. Miracle will come from Kumasi. What's a miracle come from Kumasi? Maybe I can't. There is miracles about it. Okay. So I'm saying new pastor. Is there Bible going on?
But Utie interviews. Ne. Oshe the deputy chief of staff. I saw one over from Kakra.
Oh, sir. Dennis press conference. Oh yeah, no. If you go to social media, the reaction has been very viral, and the pictures have gone viral. Richard Ahiabane, Fatima. No, because unlike MPP means and Cabas and common release snapshot of almost results. No more realization, some more trade use no use your dear. And I was the more can a young Palazzo. Every declare results say, and as a movie. The Electoral Commission chance to confirm the Abano, but for you to say that you will see results, you have sitting there, your government, your China Electoral Commission there.
Hello, Imanasaki.
Yeah, Kwabena Agyemang.
Latest information here.
Accra Technical Training Center aha ɛna coalition center ɛde ma mpɛsoafo a yɛyɛ edwuma wɔ ɛyɛ honorable and reporting or sitting MP ba in time ballot boxes no share say ba no the kind to just say mbranti bi ba ha na nka on pese wo mo di minti no ase bi eba na wo ma na wo mo adada no ma mpeme ene na me no yo nsinti wo mo ema warning shot ema wo mo dwane emprim ye hu bebia wo mo de fae anche bia na ye wo obi tisikan na sisi aminu ka sei ube pie mu wo ATTC entrance on mo a ya dia two parties no wo mo etitafo wo ma di ho aboso we ebusi we so ebusi se me wini we so si me wini na yenu enije no mo ana yesanti another warning shot e wa bontin ho no mo no ema obibia afi na nipa do na pe bibi e de wo mte area esan se e ba ne sa na eye enkwan wu asem na womu ema warning shot no die akoye se first one na yehu ana se yini nkrofokura womu ema warning shot no nini ebi mu din komo no na ba branch ba ko se police o ni bi gina ho na branch okọ ketuo no pagya so pagya ko eti ewim pe eno fa oyenwa fa nipa nim enti enne ededi etuo atu mprenu ana mprennan ema nipa baako apra na nipa no opra nye etuo ena epra no yemom sikan ena nipa boni bi eyidi wo nti esanse minti mu anse na aka ni di kan no ebaaye no nam no so ena saa nipa no odi akopi ayalisabria sesia wo mu ehwe no be pie mu ha coalition center ni nya ni tiese honorable court waba love to bazu NDC parliamentary candidate ono so aba na ohwe aba na eba na dudu na favor the opposition party the parliamentary candidate Ado Rauf Tubazu ono na sisi ankudie ya ye ne die enyanye ne die na ono nso ne nkrofo se wo mo anya ne ntie se nipa bonfo bi akose bebi ewie ema wo mo tintim abato homa ni bi edigu electoral commission box ni bi mu a enye no a wo mo sign the seals eto wano na seals no wo mo nim bebi a wo mo nya efiye yisi seals na wo mo nya asantie no na menu so nti wo mo bohwi edi kan ba ha wo bra amanfo ahya ase se wo mo de abato no nyama eba returning officers no wo mo de wo mo nyama presiding officers no wo mo de wo mo nyama eba na obepie mu ha afanu ni na obia akosam branti a wo ma beti kentin obia se obo na aba ban na ube branti ade a wo mo ni police for na no ko na branti ba ko die ni ameni ema oni police ni ba ko wi etwe no ebedina ho a oni ni kasa se man kasa wo mu na se olim no oni na yi djuma ache eya brantie na amanyoku no ekofa ne se onba mbebo ban no police ni no ena frɛ no dina nchen se onto no boase na oni na yi djuma ache na oni ni on betumi aye police no fi ho no no o kan ni pain se enya dia wo mo ji police ni bi san se police on beti aban se wo mo ni afa bi aye baako ena wo pese otwe wo ma dwe fi niama ni a wo pese wo mo ye ne so na enya dia onu asopeli odi o menim ni die obetwe ama police ni sese no ka se die ya dia afunu no mbranti a mo ko saba ha no dodo na etu ehihye wo mo ho enye se yesi me si me hu bi eye pistol ehihye dodo na ehu a enu ti ama wo ma ba ha se wo mo ba be citizen vigilante for no dodo na complain bi mu nso ehu saa no ehu abom ema wo mu etumika akofia wo mu akọpẹ bebi ede wo ti ato na si amino ka say adia collation center ho no ehu papa nsentro fa ba wo mu nsentro fa ba adia ye jojo ye wo entrance ha no ebi mu mpese ye ko wo mu say enya ade be ko enti sa na ekoso wo Accra Technical Training Center ha ene enumre Kwabena.
Hello
Kwabena.
Yes, okay. Enti my info we see I say na bibi foforo ba now dey my why?
Mekuswa me kwa pro me kwa coalition center from coalition centers. Enti ne be pie mu bia no. Japan to fam e wo ho bia.
Bankasa results na kasa honsan kan.
For now no me nsan enyankan results ni bi me train coalition centers there no eno na ye official one e be fi returning officers no. Esan say police station there na aba no. Ebi mo say enya dia o mutiafi a they are contesting. And this a returning officer no. This a returning officer no and obema na approve say abana ye to ye no. Say NPM.
That's it, Ima. Bibia best number beam. Editor, remember Ignatius, but Oko Nkranza North. What's the Nkranza North? No, so a former deputy minister, local government, Emmanuel Adjekun. Okay. Now, on that chief of staff lady in Hilda, and age na, and Udu Hodana or Bana. Dear mate, so say results with Roban say. I would say Adjekun san retain the city. And now you feel say Nkranza South, Chaso Usubeti boy room. By no so a horn name say one Jacqueline, our year MPP ni no so no or try or no lady kakranti hono so ye train and check
na bro hona Gideon Brakone.
Gideon Brako ya ahafo.
No na be say.
No menya o so no ne ko tu Frida Prempem.
Yeah, no ko tu Frida Prempem because that seat ni say now Musa Dankwa predict say MPP can lose that seat. Or predict say.
But that seat using Kabemo apa because the closest a year NDC timinya it was one appraculate at that time. Yeah. Onunya vote kese pa but o share margin na wo sa duan kwanta tanoso afisipa yamfo teche those
bobo kan bobo
o sha se
ojo di major order
o ma bobo da
so we bobo
lo di na yo
tanoso afisipa yamfo teche ko fodu aduan kwanta boma dem abisi adongo bisi masa
from your editor, we are proper request from your editor. Nothing
so okay, and one thing na sa city no pa there and also one of city MPP Lusu abem ho ba ko pa ne Tanonof again so hwe Gideon Boako a ene said osidi energy bi ba be tu Frida Prempem na so oje akonwa de ko hwe asesa abem nwanwa pa
da bi o hwe de ko ba ye ne say omuhu so fi Jubilee House ana oni panyin bi nam na nipa na owo ho no wo de kwan bi so e na ebetu na so ho akoye mo
yes
eno so ka ho bi
ebi dey see maame walwale di
yes walwale di no e bia so na amase so na ka amase di no e bia so na e kon Nkranza no it is omo so wo free Jubilee House bibia na bibia into the I mean who say Frida de no nko ade you obi aya walwale maame
because she perceives her now or support to Canada Japan in the primaries it
is ade
into no it is Cynthia Morrison because of Porto Canada
Japan
so they are not even Canada Japan they were Alan
okay
and then Alan withdrawn and they become
Canada Japan
okay they say or yes
hello musu who say say nipa me no mo free vice president office no mo say mu nya mo say vice be win dia and Gideon won't me kind of say vice win here who nya position
into a person MP so that be full minister because when MP Well, you know, bagre check no from.
Oh, now when you MP kunya chief deputy chief of
staff. The prime minister Nanga Abuja Prof deputy minister deputy chief of staff full minister. Now we lands and natural resources and deputy chief of staff say. Anyway, massa. And I'll talk about kunya West and House why you do. What do share Agyen boss, you Agyen boss. Mustafa Hamid.
Mustafa.
Now that for master read.
Hey, say hey, I know I pursue a child, you know.
Oh,
your friend is
information minister. What's why you do?
Yeah.
Answer.
See you then.
Sure. Answer. Now what's why you do? Or not lamenting 8 years ago.
Who me and stay castle ko to abo hu.
Oh, she na manu dey ya ko so there. We share yeah. 4 years ago no 8 years ago no osu. Oh. 8 years ago. 8 years ago no osu. Oh, entimi na man for friend to chia politicians no. Because you say be na wakasa all of a sudden wakasa change umu nipa oni akasa anya kasa rough enti ni na account aban there results na ban there ya beti bebre enti no
bono na eya me wanwa kakra bono there na results if you
but central say western region so ehu pa western region ehu rough western region ne central region ehu rough they make sense if they are true there
na Accra so ehu
say ya bo ama mo pre ya bo ama struggle
yeah once
extra struggle
ene chamaku kodobu aten edi nkomo na uko that man na ne London na ye we say no eastern region so aba no mo antokra enti na ba afirim kra ne namfie mu a omo pa chew say mo sorry nkoto
say the promo kan no yankoto because ye gin say party no my say party na say why dey be nyina yankoto e na mu so anyoma mo ye kra so nyefe nti no party for nka so mo o ye da mo nkoto 2016 ni we say ye share out to bed na ma mo anya no kre omo ankoto na MPP really with nearly 1 million votes.
So that this year so no MPP for
omo anto Eastern region Ashanti omo anto e na swing region don beto Central for beto Greater Accra for beto Western beto into home base no baby a we strong down to a into no office ya dey kra na e ma so bebre no office dey e ya dey kra e ma so bebre because vote e wa Ashanti ni Eastern no so because I'm going to second and third largest voter population regions. We Greater Accra everywhere. Ashanti and Eastern. It's all man to the
but also we are turn out no crampuna e form but the issue is say the can say wo stronghold no wan kwankoto a se ni pattern e beto the whole Ghana ye chen 100% ye do person ye di amawu baba bi a wo benya vote dodo no e na ankofo na ankwankoto ba we turn out na Accra e form other regions na turn out na e form but wo stronghold na e be ma vote no enkofo e wo form more na je say vote na benya esa
on say practically in fact say we vote be friend say northern region upper east upper west but we dey be consensus be 3 difference Ashanti to be cover no so go for 2 jo man to difficult so betimi cover those you know
editor ma me Nkranza south na bi ni nkomo we sem na e wo Bono east yes region Nkranza south or Bono east region bless wo Nkranza south bless good morning it is saying hello bless. Oh, very bad. Gentlemen, so yeah, say you will come back to we say now. Now, free here fan.
Oh, maybe for Central region.
Central region. Until hono so I net to say
yeah, on say hono so acquire a swing region.
Yes.
On say senka offer MPP ne NDC. NDC MPP no mostly. Almost strong air regions are almost aya no motai mini. Said in the cano. Ashanti region and Eastern region. Into these two regions, no, say performance no cost through year that's a turnout near very lower affected because our 16 regions. Na say I had 2 and I had very strong. Na say 2 regions no omo ntimi mini amawa. E be very difficult so betimi mini the entire way no. And for me the central region say near Kano at every ABR no why acquire swing region into normally primaries no play a major role in selecting and I say women central region. Now adeba kwa mi hu ye for instance me constituency Hemai Lower Dencha constituency o hwe de ogina de ma MPP na Lawrence Agyensem obia odene ba ye no former deputy minister for Bachwakubobe. But as a time amoko primaries no what do you executives na amoko elect woman no omo nyina no omo ko elect omo anwumre at the blind side of Lawrence Agyensem ne nkofo no nti asam ne kro no omo de asam ne court na later omo ba out no be say
mami wi nkra out no na me nko bno is na mini nko Bless good morning et say hello Bless good morning et say
hello good morning bro nyame ado me ho ye pa
good we patrol say me ho ye pa na wo hefa sesi a
se say me no kasa me on Canada South collating center
to boy enkomo kakra won saka enumre ya anopa ya collation center honom de ekoso boy enkomo kakra mpacho e wa Accra top 103.1 FM
well ma mencha wati ko nyina tere enya enim no ene general elections in Canada South anopa ya ba pro akoko polling stations ahodo in anopa no anumre to start counting yene yakoko one or two polling stations before you move your back coalition center. Masanso for both MPP and NDC almost strong rooms are almost various polling station agents. They are almost to different centers. No, more echo. Now, as we speak, in terms of parliamentary elections, may emphasize on more because I will be a target at the moment. Matumi accolade of over 96 constituencies as we speak. NDC
96 out of saying 96 out of
164.
Okay.
Yes, out of 164 polling stations. Now the attorney said, Sabra Minuka say NDC LED over 3,000 votes in terms of the parliamentary candidates. Honorable Emmanuel Kojajikum, the incumbent, LED MPP parliamentary candidate Harriet Tremasin upon over 3,000 votes as we speak. Harriet Tremasin upon NM 16,000 as we speak. And Honorable Emmanuel Agyemang and 19,000 plus votes as we speak. According to the two parties, no, almost strong rooms are more. Visited those two strong rooms, but a banner collating center Nangasankasa, EC boss or has or gather all the documents and I think she's presiding officers near the banner. It was started all projecting or projecting at once, and the on one after the other end projected. Officer receiving in our office or before officially. What you mean, am I in the certified results as we speak? That's what but in Canada South has been very peaceful. It's only one polling station and a shooting incident in Canada Testament, and that was when counting now will be approach ballot box. And my security personnel or man one is on connected by one chance here. Emma a true kasa from the security personnel to Nipanana while approaching ballot box I attempted to take over figure. And as we speak, Nipano Echo Hospital are now imagine at emergency so you enter the state and Nipano is here, but that has been the only incident that happened on Canada South when it comes to the election. A little negative, but so far it has been smooth.
Kenti muntime en confirm nipa wa wini wo hono but unim say Agyemang Emmanuel ene lady.
Honestly, per report and in the was here the Honorable Emmanuel Agyemang lady, and we won't be surprised say if you're winning the elections.
Me patrol say omu declare na wasate ya homa na wa confirm ya man why.
Me wo collating center as we speak, you know, enche omesate am I certified polling station results now mama the total outcome into neba fan kamemo.
That's it. Blaze e won Kranza South and also de e hodie aboye no. So now one who got some so
no sani America no edu sa no na e wo se omo hwe se omo de asem ne be call a court na eba NPP headquarters krama penifo tie ema eye omo san koye election for from agency emini ye na sisi ane de on city eye bright rekubrobe no I learned to say information I me efi eye Himalaya denture na che say agency olidi eye set Japan mensa oye NDC candidate no oye Himalaya denture I think I say ono obetimi afa on say agency no oye eye Exim Bank ono no CEO yes ono ye CEO de ma Exim Bank nti no in terms of say politics no or the kind contest eye bright rekubrobe ena we primary so no lose ye ena wasan akobiem ena wasaba but ade ba akone say onim former MPP member of parliament honorable Bendonko on also quite as an independent candidate ono ne de amfana nkose hwe because oko shemu ono no lose seat no edema bright rekubrobe eno kwahye mu na afi waba na nkopɛ so contest in the name of NPP eno ma ma ne kwan no call independent or the buy enti sisi ane dey I think say information am gada no ade a Lawrence Agyensem na I think say lower denture or ye bibi na ade ba ko ne so won say yeah Kofi aye hono mo ne de upper denture hono mo upper denture hono mo no mame en check him out.
Okay. Before I say the economy, say some man about supporters. Some of them call almost some call coalition center. National Peace Council issue statement say party should National Peace Council urges political parties to withdraw supporters from coalition centers to prevent delays in the electoral processes. National Peace Council said, "So we see the supporters because they kind of omunya electoral commission ne omo agent ni omo adwuma no bia supporting fan supporting call say dey can em say IGP call round na ya dey tuna nim say onko ba bia say anto seats no ba bia high tension na onko honom na onfa cameras na honom na say we can bia percent supporters call honom it is that central region the answer say ka say swing region ba bia swing pa ne ye coastal areas Cape Coast Gomua hono no e be be hintans be anya wona and tan so ndi bebre but e ha na so ndi ba ko benchare ase any tufu hono no tan so there more MPP e ha no ni se wem ba ko mienu said the asen of NDC says and information which say James Jashi question was retaining the seat no asen of retaining we be teachers opoku biom for the second time and you know but central ne south the say MPP etunye kurom ba no kwa no dicey central I say central na say south say can free hard no obi na be sina nine the penalty we retain seat no okay I say south also
former deputy Ashanti regional minister honorable Samuel do say evening komoso Ashanti region honorable good morning it is saying hello honorable good morning it is saying okay bad say oko techiman north nso a ofusu ajare lady Jacko yes
ofusu ajare
yes
as the James neba papa former Western Housing Minister so a lawyer leading lawyer no
yes
no tourism minister third term MP or so second or third term yes
onosu lady what Techima South Techima North rather enti yebeko na yahwe ho
na aje kosa ho ne
aje kosa me monitor pa
ni ba na akwa ba ko de aje ni ba na ba ko no de aje kosa born last time no
ba yiro so
do me coalition parliament na anko si aga no
ba yole
wini pa no but say aje mansa wini enyeme wanwa the last time am ko ho no okoye local government minister no editor odu Techima South a unse Techima South ni kurum Techima kurum ho ankasa na kwanya brante na ye wo ho no ba bia akwai say asenso udu bo shen ho to graduate ba bia o black
ne say akwai say so abekanso
so mo ya say
ya bo ama
onu so ba
okay
ba bia o ni akra pavement I hold the wire there
okay
ba unse kwadi na nye ba bi wanye kwan akese nkete akura ngufufi but this time why pavement no one ade nyina so onu so ya adwuma ba still na no contest ni nye easy o kan central ha Baba Sadiq so man hot the friend is chase pa
Baba Sadiq.
True music. Okay. So entertainment guy.
But now say the can say issue no and shed down here MP I would also bore home wedding baby. If say 20 hour.
Yeah, 20 hour. There any day.
Sana kwakoye. Sana eguso ayegoso. But I man enough. I want to me former boss so no so independent me I check man here. Frank Asari.
Frank. Yeah. Techman North no kono.
Yeah. Say Techman South.
Techman South South and North.
South and North. And North.
North no na Trobodom side ho. Oh, sir. And I'm say Yajego. See you demand the PFM.
Yeah,
Dimpa and Frank, that's Frank Media and the Yato for Mama. Because
first and
a jarely the power honum.
Only so Frank Asari or degree will be our Ghana.
And I don't know which was in the degree equitane. Also will be a full moon, Yazuka Ghana. Casawa will degree by
Ghana. The research is there, the thing is there, and Yan.
Hey, Massa.
I'm telling you,
I don't be a fool. I don't know again. Maybe this is from our parliament.
And I make you say, from my
Ghana economists for yes, I'm say Ghana, we are seeing a Ghana MPs now, I do African, I say the Kuzi say.
This should not make us sure and they say, the guy, you can declare the parliament. Make us a man, because men trouble
degrees.
Charlie, and I'm say, be a person who say, we in the world watching, I research actually.
From Dr. Kwabena doctor degree. Doctor degree fake.
Oh no, oko no consequence wa. Oh yeah,
Hasan doctor degree fake. Oh yeah, doctor. How can say doctor?
All the MPs from what they told me there. Oche will be our MP.
One committee na presidential.
Certain administration make say be a parliament no dey to so anase dey.
Na parliament will be our na obey system. For the 8 parliament.
Na go for 8 parliament.
8 parliament. 92 hours.
Honorable, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Honorable Mpacho Bibi Aboko there. Very well. My current position, I say the Ma Ashanti region because of this election. I say you didn't cry.
Member of Regional Security Committee.
Member of Regional Security Committee.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, and come on, I'll be the chair from Ashanti region.
Well. So far, I think it's looking good. The party has done well in Ashanti region. And for instance, Bantama, for the first time, we are crossing 11,000, and that is historic. It means that the measures we put in place has worked.
11,000, our Bantama.
Yeah, the highest we have done is 9,000 in 2012, but now we are crossing 11,000, and that is massive.
All the check MPP vote, so I more appreciate your vote compared to last 4 years, Anna.
Yeah, frankly speaking, I haven't reconciled. I'm now going to the college center to see him. But maybe party for here and that is what we have.
Now, you say, all can Ashanti region now, Bomoana turn out near low pa, no crew, Musa.
Turn out near low for MPP, but for this, they're high.
MPP then a low mom.
And some more man to have an MPP for no.
Oh, okay. But why would you to say a low?
Yeah, the turnout was low, but it was for the MPP. The NDC in India not turn out in a high mommy.
It's whatever you say Munyanya all the results there, but whatever results are Munyana, you okay with it?
Yeah, so now we are it was so but collation centers, you know. Every decide that chance to cry. Party coalition no. KTM on the Owusu elections, you know. And I saw a couple of my two men who sent video money number. But we are keeping an eye at that place.
So far, me before I year into this election, now more how many seats in the Ashanti region?
Yeah, 4.
4 no more retaining 4 nina, and I'm Owusu bi Ajibi.
There be the information I have that other 4 will maintain, but you should have additions. Operation of say away. So far, the coalition and I know. Now, aka NPP for the 80 votes. Parliamentary, but results now can also be counting in our strongholds. That is the hinterlands, which is likely to put us ahead.
Oh, okay. Now, the yetness of Asante Agyemang Owusu independent candidate, Yafa.
Asante Agyemang.
Yes.
There's a guy who went for independent, and I think he has won or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was there. I've traveled across the whole region twice.
Now, address a transfer. What monitor ho?
If you just say
Edra
Bawa has won.
In the name of NDC. But information yes, you are MPP so more winning.
And I'm more the honor of the just so marine. Then to some guys, so Malusa, and workers of marine.
Kumasa yedi. So who said they were never who said na eba?
That's okay. From there, August, it's Ashanti region. The move region, I saw this coming. I must be fine with you.
Abra, the vice president, the running mate, Edema MPP Freehold, na Dr. Bomi about the president of Ghana about the first, second lady is there. Still, na who say bibi betima change. Okay. Oka now we member dema Ashanti Regional Security no. Mimisa we say ye hu say na more organizer e wo dan bi mu a ballot papers bebre bi e hye box mu a ono nko na oye video no e no say MPP for na e dia ba na nsem bebre ama NDC MPP abe press conference e wo say o e ye mo na mo de akwa gogu no kra bi wo mo sa
frankly speaking me said don't follow because then I'm busy on the ground because of the information I was taking across all the constituencies, and so I have to normalize things there with the police. In fact, I haven't paid attention. I heard something about I haven't paid attention to it.
Moko leti bibia we na wunya the final figure na wa mayaso ate honorable.
Okay.
Mesi mu wie bibia na se wunya final figure na wa mayaso ate wadama.
All right. They say monitor collation centers no. Na mo ye bibia ono ye Owusu do ye bi enya de.
And that is when you
oh, unless the woman declare the result.
All right. You know, say they be change there because they declare na in favor of NDC.
But yeah, they say in favor of NDC, and maybe they be in favor of NDC.
Honorable, me jawab be cancel. Mama na wase.
That's the
So honorable do say a former deputy minister, works and housing, former deputy minister Ashanti region, and currently or a member of a regional security team no. And yenene kodi in common editor.
Okay, also I'm say information be by from Edward Tamakulu. So don't even know. That of legal
NDC yeah.
I posted this one on his Facebook page. I say JM results of Monya for an NDC strong room. From 37,305 polling stations out of 40,976. GM was 6,013,956, representing 56.43. Dr. Baumia 4,393,918, representing 41.22.
Okay, so meaning the last election I call in 2020 no JM 6 million plus and you know this time no or more young kind we all the polling stations
37,305 polling stations out of
40,900
it can over 11 million out of 18 million voters.
Okay.
Okay, we boom 11 million out of 18 million registered voters.
Okay.
Ewe bi mpa ma to do so pa.
No, na ka me ba be because the last election no
3,000 polling stations.
The last election na ye to ye no 13 plus and to ye presidential. Little over 13 million and out of 17 little over 17 million.
Because now you say 10 out to 80%.
80%. That was last election.
Last 4 years 80%.
Okay.
Which is very high.
Very
high. You know what the answer there but I say that 10 out here very low no.
Ye be ko Agyen Berima ye de ekuta the regions you know. You check we say now editor. No na me Agyen ye ya de bi Agyen from 1992 coming editor I say 8 years be and turn out ye low.
Yeah.
And the moment I turn out be low no.
Now Kwabena was no lose. 2008. Okay, 2008. The coin no first round. I'm second round before we were filming to the ade ankosi aga 2016 say dey see here 2016
na mama
ko open the second term no ankosi aga nti turn out the no bia na a favor
opposition party
yes nti ade
but I think say sani awoka no opposition no edu sa 8 years na omo to aba no more than the incumbent.
Yes, same incumbent for no supporters ni buafu.
Omo buafu. Nti omo
no ma be primaries no. Ya man for be come yes kan omo dey primaries omo ye because we dey ko primaries 2016 where we ni wa ko independent where we ni. No ma tell no asa ko 2024 na mo ndun na nka say me say mo mu omo. As a mo nti you scan to dem be no. Nti omo so be me so makuma ko akose no. Me be bi o be constituency as south. Dante or 2016. The difference between one in for was less than 2,000. In the front nan kasa watena sa na afro san ko ye. So nto be sa ba na mamu.
Sa nti utie.
Ebu takwa so you made be of them Juan. Okoye. Last when you 30 something thousand. When you could the difference was less than 1,000. Afro 1,000 lead this akoye. It is a yan the cause the obi aye. It is a man for bufu. Yan ko tokwa na se betu atiamo.
It don't say the ode report fi Ashanti region but I want say NDC they no appreciate since 2012 you know munya I think 9,000 plus but that time round no Bantman a hokra stronghold of
because that time oti odododio
Bantman
now to Bantman oti so odododio NDC
number na
K2 South
but this time round no amukọ 11,000 plus
ba ngo of anko to a nti ntena ezinya ime kire se party na mo ya ni nipa na
e na be mani nipa be ka se men ko to aba
se we kan
within the policy
of consensus yen address yen fi mo mo fa mo se mi nko mo fa mo ye beto mo e be say e sa na nipa na ko men ko to kwa mo betu na jijo bi so nko to na ntuna jijo nya na acha bia ne ma no se ye kan bi mu di machi sika na mo che yen sika dombe ji bia di we do so mo nko to o be school fees
no Ghana for be so abrabato
ma me ne onumoya for Tony Obin former CEO of Minerals Commission Western Region no bad akate mo hear say me say
papa na de polado wa chekwa court no
yes na nka ye ne ni nkomo
Ghana for be so
o de kan na no
say me me say me bebre say on dey call work out first time go face Ghana for fourth time on dey call work out
of GFA
and I know go face Ghana head of no control me safuma from a plan here
unim we na
but say polado match dey na man for should go for the social media
election
and I can man for more politics social media say Paul Masa don't join me you papa no wan be bebre no bo ntino airport no nda afi beto business tree ana
ma me introduce you there on behalf for Tony Obin good morning Pacho bibi aboko there
nyami adom bibi aboko
na unima asresa mo asi we hasisi a me news editor ne me newscasters ne omo presenters e studios am so me ne Tony Obin di nkomo so papa no ode opo ademo kira akoko to na me sinti no nkwa no betim de akai wo wa show de wa
we na ya sam
we na ya sam na ada na se de wo kasa musa ada wanya bibi
manya bibi in fact tell wa so kra mo sire wo studio ho tell mo manya bibi the many agene say I'm so proud to be a Ghanaian because Ghana for omo isa me mame say wo ya de bi na nya na de ni hwe ha ni de hwe ha ni dru mi bi na so o chew ade o de be yo Ibi pepe na Ghana for ye ndi. Kase omo ye nyoma bi koso wo maimu ye kan obi entie ni ade Ghana for ye ni oso mo ntwan na ye constitution as say official na bia no ye to aba na ebituma cho smoothness level na omo kasa with their ballot. And I think it is the right thing they have done. It is the right decision collectively Ghana for Tumiatik. And I'm a man yaji o makuma no.
Na Western region, monya city biana.
Oh, the said election results they just say if you know declare. Now when declare finally the Kenya either say me say Mechima and me wa me observation ma call Christian Valley constituency no constituency no baby P and sana me call coalition center I'm sure my call wasa friends are Memphis East and so me to polling station in na mo country bi wana me ho na me ba takwa swayim and so na face me tie mo kasa fidie ne other stations me who say Western region there say from ma ebo ha no me from aketo akra Gidipa, Christian, and I mean, baby, I water that and the upset. Yasan and Yanina, baby, Peter, I mean, East, I mean, Central, I mean, West, Nina, Asa, Christian Valley, and also say Asan Traso, I mean, maybe a 7 Mama Malusu or the mining areas, especially Christian Valley. They see at the between Pedivation, Saint Tia, Yasan, Winnie Hono. Tapan so. Infema ebo hono honorable Mekuduka no BFE say ni two bed papa and so their ethical kono am say na NDC asan afa Isa Taylor madam Isa Taylor ethical code there e say asha na we hwan honorable Mekuduka omunya yemi anum so no abofom mo abetwe fi abe nedwa so we do any fa Western region the capital city area so can you talk about the 5 seat over no you made it to say you name 4 and also so no you hear say you see that confirm answer me 90 we nyina e ma wani nje ko se djuma ya no e ho paso na eba magana fo nyina no
Honorable Mamina was saying, na minimum back cry said they are on a top radio tiano. Obersan 12 studio say, Obey campaign or hanty, movie near San Beda says so happy. Why?
What I remember.
Beda say, Honorable, so Tony Obin, a former CEO, Edema, your friend say, former
Minerals Commission and former GF executive. Now answer. Probably on the face where
there is a poor fight to go patch.
There will be a rapport Joe Jaiman so I want to be good and say cry. Paul, yes, I didn't about
9 minutes launching of that.
Oh, that we end on your diamond. You couldn't get a trail. But also, you see, people about Ghana. Or you're proud of how you miss a down.
Oh, yes.
Is that acquired Jimmy G? Or Jimmy saw something for social media because, hey, or something for say you're number one motor forecaster. I'm around. Someone for that channel.
Say, not a question will be a kind.
No, all the posts were against him. One of the pen now for GM. Got all the posts smart.
But the confidence level, no, so yet.
So, methodology. But it's here, I say exit flow from swing regions. Exit process. Say otu aberia e common na blochire otu aberia dey business abanoto ko he in my account na ma bro for mo to abamutumi within the 3 hours so mutumi ka say we dey win no because nipa no ntwantro o metoma ase ho metoma GM metoma Dr. Bawumia na my account almost sample ni say the Musadan community methodology no they can get the right result or within margin of error no yes no or see swing regions no GM 57.7 Nana Bidi Akon. Okay, by me 34.5.
Okay. You ma what's up BM yenin komo e.
Kwabena Agyemang Owusu Coalition Center now be mo ha. Honorable and reporting for Abedi Akonya ha as usual every year piano womo coalition aside the main coalition now, to see if the figures are many tallies with that of the EC. And the PIC the NDC parliamentary candidate, honorable, it's not just honorable, but that's not been confirmed yet. Abdul Rauf Kubazu, Wabi Piemu Hani, Tafo, and I said, Wabo, Airport Mini. Me, Hanmono, who said, you couldn't want to be I'm on to her. In Nipa, on it, honorable Sophia Kuaku. Ono awaha ono so say idea we say if you say for no say one more abandon it dan say ocha this is you the pencil and actual results no and the say two ono no every issue that is afahu and NPP parliamentary candidate na name for no so one more to see there na one guy you know eman enye ni I say my main bumping honorable Sophia honorable Sophia. Now to if you follow all the people to buy them, if you follow the piling that is the bottom mistake from one who should also. You do how much trouble for. What the answer is, you know, you are saying, you can't see the man yourself. I'm not baby, no quality, no the other. At the back, you can collect it. And tell you, you are sending your money. You go for it. Nobody, another one about nobody. All the pieces that was brought here. Then you now call the missile with a pencil. He's the official with the pencil, and the feeling form. You can the amount of the black of pen, not the blue. I can't see baby. You the back, you still pepper, what do you want to do with the result? The result in my uncle. We don't want the result. We are nothing. We don't want correct. We don't see a matter, but no. You must say, Bemono. Yes, thank you so much. There's something on the corporation. What to do that? What to do that? Come out, okay. I think it's in my name, uncle. My head. We won't agree. We don't get that. Only to my name, uncle. I command every person, every member who has the result of their police station to start putting them on Facebook and Facebook. Everybody who comes to the police center, anybody who captured the results, to put it on TikTok and Facebook. Argument. That was how you papa entity for say woman that end this one that is normal woman and your woman and end this policy there woman entity remember we be having my honorable sorting and them going to go just yeah the woman nurse and yeah won't be doing combo never happen honorable Rauf Kubazu now I'm the teacher to say on one year and from on the same. The staff on also a good year, one more album with the base, one more album with the base, after past to say, and not yet, one more the mountain. On our way. The idea is even the ATP name of Soyoma, coalition center now. After you know what the total of intention, idea about bill, idea about bill, both political parties, one supporters, the big na, the big na, one more album with me, one more swap, one more baby, and one more swap, one more editor, one more penny for entrance, one more entrance. The time say one more say about the idea. After now, we are to see in the year, near Western India, officer of India, near Western India, or non so, yes, officer of India, Abentana, Mount Tana, one more air. But this thing for non so, idea, one more air follow due process, and I say, a manual,
ewo ye mamu enu na enya dia is the academy for now. Thank you, my name is Honorable Abdurrahman Kubazi. Honorable Abdurrahman Kubazi. Honorable and in terms of the staff for both. They catch up the home club of party. Now, the idea good evening. The only thing that I can do is to enter the hospital. Nobody declared. As of now. 2020 number was on my anything. So the mechanism I'm not going to present a grand media. I'm going to do computer some declare. And other party is in the now. You know, I'm going to declare all the police stations because I've not been certified. How can they declare? I have all the certified pin sheets from them. I have all the pin sheets. And the pin sheet gives us a resounding victory against them. So there's nothing they can do about it. I'm going to declare you. After I got to know what APTC, the Central Coalition Center, is becoming a chaotic thing. It's becoming a chaotic thing. It's becoming a chaotic thing. Listen, say, idea, that's what we will be Papa. I didn't look at the over find it. And program the auditorium, no, now on bear on my dear. Police are also Papa. But we just for those now, idea, or my yeah. One more person call and a police officer is now one more air cutter. The police center inside my here. Some pets are high. Idea Akuma was through. A family Akuma was through. And the country Akuma was through, they said, since 1992, then this NBC data. And an MPC data. And I can never say, I see, and some be airport. NDC and our should be MP. Now, MP before every 1 month to NDC wants to say 1 more MP. I have been in Romania, Brazil, Honorable Sophia Aqua, current MP for Domi Abra, the book Domi Abra, or no, and I 1 of 5 years. No, and I only to follow the now, any idea one more at the now, get the results of the party. We have won the election, and the person, the training member of parliament as well. They are going to across the election. So, in that game, I think they are trying to play here. We will resist it. We know our results. We know what is in our results. And nobody should think or dare try to change anything from what we have. Our result is intact, and we are going to communicate the results out there because we don't understand the delay. How can you use a provisional result to declare a candidate winner without the final declaration from the Electoral Commission? Going into this election, we were absolutely prepared for that election. We knew what we were going in to do. So on the basis of that, we had our solid, robust, and hard-working internal coalition system. So on the basis of our internal coalition, we can say on authority that we have the concrete results, we have a result that cannot be tampered with, and we have a result that the EC itself would declare as the final result. On this ground, are you accusing the EC? I mean, for being it is very clear. For some reason, it's very clear that the gentleman is under pressure of evidence. Yes, it's very clear. With the way he does his thing, if you are somebody who really wants to get the results properly declared,
You will not be engaged in that useless and unpardonable mistakes. Every senior person, every experienced person who has passed through electoral process will tell you that this gentleman is playing games. And you don't need a rocket scientist. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that this gentleman is under pressure from the outgoing member of parliament, from the wasteful member of parliament, and from that incompetent member of parliament who has wasted our 12 years for nothing. He's under pressure from him. And as I remain the youth organizer of this party, I will resist any attempt. I will resist any attempt. I repeat, any attempt that seeks to subject the will of the people, I will resist it with all my blood. We will not sit down for consent. We will not sit aloof to allow people to use 2 minutes to jeopardize the happiness of the party.
Fake man. One that fake name, fake name. Fake to can use. That's MVP. Dreaming about him. I got go. This gentleman has exhibit ethical conduct. Fake man. These people would have been quick to announce the results. These people would have been fast to declare the results. Fake one. One that fake name, fake name. Fake to can use. That's MVP. Dreaming by him. I know. Along the line, many of these guys, especially the gentleman with his actions, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that this is somebody who is on the throne of the member of parliament. And I'm saying this on authority. Fake one. One got fake name, fake to can use. That's MVP. Dreaming by him. I got go. Fake one to can use.
Sentence ni bibia dwumadwene ɛkɔ so baabi a mentime ho so ase so ɛkɔ so but ni na mu no yɛ bɔbɔde na yɛ de all the information uhia no ɛde amawo fake name message say if metime redia okay good evening, you didn't let NDC here NDC good evening, you did not let NDC hear the true version of the press conference, but you allow that of MPP. We are listening and not asleep. Why did you do that? In terms of person chese mama NDC getting a tekoye.
Problem with the feed in Tanya, deliberate, and deliberate.
You know, say you're picking NDC 2 press conferences. You're picking MPP there 1. So until you are watching, you are listening. And higher correction center. And you're deliberate. Higher correction center. Sometimes you don't accuse you be okay. Okay, so you're picking some MPP 2 times. The first one you're picking, but picking a very say 3 and then we be charge say as a food in the food. What is that?
Why the messages they are coming to me food we did not them here.
We are not being fair, but source source machines they sometimes some be you and technical issues into but what you say
yes, because we are kissing as I say we are dying by us or something, but you know from an opinion and that's what we are doing. We are bombarding said be because we are no better. So don't accuse that.
You use information so about say Abu Jinapo Damango seat in very tiny. I'm say former MP Mutayo Wakilu Kokonga Kokona spokesperson on energy ono ko tu no na say Mutawakilu that for pass no John Jinapo na that for pass no but Abu Jinapo ko tu no and I was returning seat into no post on his Facebook I have the part of Google no ntino Abu Jinapo somewhere enye cash e bia wa ya adwuma
that's a cash no wa onya adwuma
oh there and then bu ha mi cash so ya adwuma but time said the na musa dan kwa exit post na ya can also from swing regions GM 57.7 Dr. Baumia 34.5
but 15 regions in the ama
swing regions say no swing regions
o say obi
Greater Accra Central Western region these are the swing regions in ntino Nana Kwabena 4.3 Alankash 1.4 others 2.2 exit poll from swing regions Musa Dankwa that's Global Info Analytics the authentic the authentic poster is a certified poster in Ghana is there Smasa Ponkoda then Uncle Ben Nkoda Uncle Ben
is what that
there's a only president for Baumia
but I said that will be pretty shame mood this time it doesn't mean so on Konkoda
but Agyen it's true there but some polls can get it wrong but consistency is key Musa has been consistent and he has done tracking poll for the past 4 years and he showed that MPP were on course to lose. They lambasted him.
NDC presidential primaries, you know. And obey MPP presidential and Nina, so he got it accurate.
He was near perfect. He got by 98%, 97%. Into exit polls now different swing regions in here. And said the no can only say Sunan best starting what Greater Accra and I started Greater Accra, Central and Western region. Said Dr. Tony Obi pass Western region pa say second Greater Accra pa NDC be on I check say second meter crowd pa NDC be win no honum no make I say papa usankuma oni the late abes bosom chisam omo person na papa usankuma am say o win ye en no mo ye fishing harbor atames to mo ye fishing harbor ni nti so no abet bosom chisam fishing harbor or Western region since then NDC try say the township of second meter crowd say NDC be win no pa there heading last 4 years am said Dr. Grace Ayensu oni jogate the fame empim so pa but still I'm say I know I say court no keke kan but still jogate e the fame no jogate who say you know me aye dey no no step down and them say Charles Bisu e go take over but indications are that the NDC has performed very well in the Western region. I've seen a post by the original communication officer Richard Kirkmensa.
What check Efia constituency?
Efia me check Joseph Kudu.
NDC.
Let me know there wo.
O make me win because NDC has done very well in Western and Central region.
No ye secretary to GRA board.
Kudu.
Your friend Boama.
Sir. That's a Kudu now who.
Only the winning MPP primaries.
Okay.
Make MP.
Okay.
Only winning into MPP PC.
Okay.
That was Efia constituency and
okay, now Praisama so Praisama Dr. Praisama will question to mo.
Question meeting.
Dr. Kokwe we dey give it Kokwe bi no.
So on your lawyer.
Dabi or your doctor. Doctor educationist.
Doctor.
Okay. Education. No. Ono we naka. Then so community upon Koma deputy Dr. Praisama change Western
education deputy
Western House the young show Western Western region reports NDC are them say coast no say last 8 years no coast no say no ehwima coastal areas no
na waso ya ye
kofa abod moto
ni
na ba na
na landing beaches in so akrofo so mo sisi airport na no na transport minister cause back coastal areas in the areas in the
transport minister na na for pa transport minister na for pa
on the two way
na for pa
no former director general but now I say edi wa wi no continue different radio station and obogumbe say na wabetna ha say na o ka say o chese o kan say bibra me say and then ka boyedi pre
transport minister
na
just
last week
no say na that for adwon ha no
oni pa muso oni say me so me wa ha enti say na kutia no
just Western region there
enti adwuma o say na do ye coastal areas no wo in fact say o mo lusu sit wan ke be me wa so Western oko social media ko trend power why no ye no okotna ye
okay in Western region there for second township ni pa say and this be the hop and here difficult, but it seems say this election is a watershed because I'm so my idea Western region per town first now come over.
Feel say NDC campaign and the talk Ghana first one now Ghana for now you ready to say be change because if share policies there na ye kwin na na obi aka so mahama on share dan kan hwe there ba omi
a combination of factors, also a combination of factors. Sometimes when you think that obi afa for granted I say am afa say e dey am trauma you know the people be na ya am for so from ho again na nyoma be so am ye last time wa obetina ho na election time number no be say most hospitals abesi school education facility 8. Why should the president wait to one day no inaugurate 80 facilities?
The 11th
that's a new na mo. Say am president say you see am ko tina amfa amfa ozu yebi no crap so dey no diketwa ni omem flower pot na la cover electric bus 10 bia begum say
nation no ebe koso akoso because that's the time we project no. That's the time we project in one commission
omo temade ba koso omu wie ba wa commission
and I make sure say because election politics ni nyina ye okroma say
this is outmoded primitive
no
kind of this
that one say they can say our politicians and our political system is set up say me ba be nam judge fans
the system is primitive
so that's why I wrote on my Facebook last week say now the NDC is not talking about infrastructure again because in terms of infrastructure Akufo-Addo has performed but MPP is also not talking about economy again
yes
because in terms of economy they can't talk because
yeah
MPP coming on 2016 was the economy. That's why Dr. Berima was the star of the campaign. The lectures of my Central University no Kekahunya and the man for Nyajide but if no economy and can because maybe I'm no watch me buy the cocoa no watch I'm talking 7 cities.
That's say about
it. Any greater than 15 cities. But I know to buy 30 Ghana.
What country are you
the baby ejina. So, intino is a call Nkotoko and I come back to Nkotoko. Now go buy 15 cities now to Nkotoko ni. Koko se ba ko 1 city. Yeah, Koko ni say.
Kose ko ebu ay 2 city 1 city grand ni.
Kose 1 city ni.
It's the economy na e mu no. E na man for feeling. Why are you ma dey? Yeah, nti am for Jesus. Why are you ma Ghana sika na dey anyoma. But don't wait to the last minute and but as we be at Ghana no election be towards election me see touch into C3 into my idea say no we see we me see me answer na some man pani ko phone interview okoka ya am say kofa assemble ni ala ntami asema okoka an say and this phone ya say come say me ban this university me no see me answer which I agree with say because me na me call University of Ghana City Campus Saturday na free na ko for ha na o si akap na akap ole ho no mo. But infrastructure here in terms of accommodation lecture halls near accommodation my lectures ne easy so what you see one year university but was no they on mean training by the campaign political science me see touching you to senior sa e touching just na treat here and before say by ya no negotiate go 40 there ya dey 70 and me frɛ we say the be an answer election home na we no man no it is any ya give me go election ni no great na ni age ni ekwa pasom say ben Bahama 20 commissioner general no bra say 2024 so we kufa friend commissioner general
there's no in the crap pass so short to you
but you go see say we now so ended massive defeat for them the results ekwo akwa the obenya be 54
so going forward next year changes our style no
anybody change about the change
style no dey na make say say Ghana for no and na say change your style be towards politicians no because the more the year na say ye ba ade e be ya ye benya fans ye benya very say vote from people no eno na ye because the can say standard ni na say MPP standard NDC standard MPP eno mo dey so ebu o man enti no nyame ya adom na GM be dia kunya se kim eno ano no mu system baako yes ya ko system ye no ha yi bros mo anya ya ba be ye ni those ni ma na no mo de ba be yes enya de o mo challenge o mo wa kire say system dia e koso ba bi man krofo hye o mo man enya ko du sa pempenso eno ne ya adwene ho de ahye ye man but standard ni nyina akwa say we start say Ghana academy ma ne ba ya ba be say into probability no mo to so mo ntimi nya hwe o mi si adaka to na bibia nim ye ne de computer be sim into sa na eti kroma se ne de bobra which is emwa so now question now be said that say Mahama campaign and I say den Amagana for their 20 and your campaign message Mahama and Amagana for the two Sabawi Ghana for two Abawi based on say Yasit said and MSC what I say and an MSC Ecoso comedy and I ever saw one day two Sabawi because your Comasi come message and one here Jim Boyas and Bianca they catch Ghana for about was one as some walk and yeah Marco Debbie Exams be abaye the utwaye the oye the man and ye Marco but o share baby Ghana kwa good na yes e duru baby jam e free policies on what kind of grounds we musana one kan wasem by Ghana yedin no to do kono konka kan do class me entiafe no the policies number for much ngo for say o man ne mo aye the monster na memra and obi so say aban no twa 8 years bi awia ase e dabi no so adwene say so man transit bibiri ba e ha dwen ejuanya 8 dia e man kra mfo so enye dem
mo man hwe ni say yenko Ashanti region na ye hwe ade say yenim say the last election tamana NDC e wini e de 9 regions e lead no Ashanti region by na be cancel 9 regions ni na ema MPP ye de e take over
Ashanti Eastern
Ashanti region kwa e cancel 9 regions
na omoyi na
9 regions na Eastern kura nya de enka ho etu hwe Ashanti region how o musiji na nado dan kwakufu ade tun how o musi so no so na upon all what John Dramani Mahama ye o hwe regional hospital na osi o hwe KT market a obeye still yes na nado dan kwakufu ade na epem now Ashanti region they can't even boast of one interchange afei na so ame ho de no mu tutu ho no market bi nu mo ho ananko mo fi se Krofro market na me ne sampa edi nkomo Krofro market started under the president still na market de kra de dan de si ho aka no makakra omo antimi second phase of central market omo anye wo hwe Kwadwobo nsu market na hwe se de yesi wakoye wo opposite your friends or Mudia Lumba don't cook program or then park Ratri Park but who said them who are dear potty be an annual muko and another Kufa do way meaning the last time I will call what trouble shall report on one sir just after classic girls was I now show you or bridge no and a commission sub regional just quite bridge why yet and a wako commission so Ashanti region who saw more benefit under Nanado than Kokufuado.
The issue is Ashanti region.
Any nine Kahuna Bufu Moses Adia, yes, share Nanado Akotana Ho, Baomiako Ho, Samira Ho, Napo Ho, we share Otun for Casamukra, and they on net Napone Cabo Momunia Kotwabo. Nina ye normal bakubi akabeti maka okay or him ponkra pie adena ye na ye still Asante Force ye ntwaba.
So compare 2008 election na similar to 2024 election we ye. Abran bedi 8 years the first 4 years the Asante region story is okay 4 years there e bia wentime bibia ma ya nyehwe ye try the next 4 years e duru ha bia beduru yen so the next 4 years ye ntwa ne but e could do the next 4 years no ma still na no yes yensa kan yensa anka so that's why the first round I koto abano Asante region man kwankoto 82nd round then you will feel panko for just some rameto the same thing happens in 2024 the first Akufo-Addo 4 years nyehwe we introduce free senior school yenhwe the second term do obey na bi di amaye na so Asante region yetimi akoyanim said the okai ne say mini aba go from Kumasi a woka obisam said the economic chance ade no see na eko say what you was akoye interchange watermale abra yenso yeti Kumasi a we twam was so na koye yes
oh yeah
what you say young guy okoto aba no look at ade a ono we team so what twam was akoye interchange watermale
e hoso na ni say hoyo stronghold
yes a wo don sa be kan kwan say the workers be ko Kumasi nche enne me far dropping from Asafuleba to Mercury Junction because of say ontimi nko faso ame enko because kwan no usima onye nuye yatutu from Swami roundabout sa up to Kronom anase Breman Junction yatutu sa nje kwan na koye one way kitekete na onamu because say ye interchange but over kono nipa ba no gina ho no omiemi nipa ba ko omiemi about no omiemi hu di ofaso kire no gina ho sa na ade asa no apon na ade hia na we so bi de barricade betwa akwanim oba no yi na obesen sa ye hu di omoye so eniema we se mu nyina aka ho bi na ma stronghold no so first 4 years in the oba omo nim say waba 4 years one year hwe kra at least the second year dey nim so e omo dia but second year no so nya ba wie na say na anya hwe ma omo a my be a ne class was sebe omo wa obi buwa na onye dey onjo ono onka bi ma ono so a onka bi ntiawo enti na ye nkonkoto me entra e ba bi ne ye to ye kra ye ho hwe no otini ba bi enti omo ye da hard omo do mfi say the party no ye party because party bia tini party bia our core supporters ya ono no party no ye na den a ye the party obako akwa ba nkofo bi wo ha omo hwe no hu se mfa so aye se nkenya ne ye nsa ntumi anka awon bother myself me kwakoto obi so wo ha so wakoto atia sa the party ni pa no anything party na anya de but se meto atia no de ene me nkoto kra na matena fie bi a kina bi pufo be ba on de ba bi we de me pena makoto de ama me party na me so that's why me Jesus Ashanti region this time no voter ten happen so for sa no
region say asunya ni say o ma complain o ma kwan ya che and to say then also na say o call her me the last by 6-7 months ago am call no mo nye sa achina kwan no it is a koka 3 months na okay one footballer bi o complain ya na kwan na nye sa asunya chira ho kakra 3 bm ho enyenyenyenye na Kumasi city na nkasa no kwa na omaye ni na dada ti se kroma ye egu so black ye hu bibisa unim se ho so no ye nkuba bi a what na so 20 years u MPP NDC nya city wo krada and I say obi aka bibia mumfi mo feel say ho de ye denya na ka how can the central what I say ye denya ye dia ye denya ye dia and then ye denya ye dia ye mfa nye sa no ma we
because the same thing happen na masa be 2 seat of Sunyani West and Sunyani East every MPP for one because enipa ba ko ameya na mega sa ameya o dia from osafumafo GH Mensa eja enimu a ono ba besum okọ first term o yemane second term kan yema second term account o yemane third term kan wenya third term account fourth na je se okọ edru ba bi na amanfo nyina hu se no yensisa no na yemfa ni fa from fine mfa ne mra e ka se me ka sa George Kumi bai ebe ma no
ojo Kumi de na ka fa you
yes ba ma ye to abani wie ko yense bebe court 7 ya de nyina timi bem emo no so ko independent we achi no san by the next 2 years by be contest here still na no wentimi because of say delegate system no mo de adwuma no say MP ni timi bo modin ana o sesa ne Crawford do mu wi a wo ye na dan a ni tu no edin eno no so nim say de hia no aye delegate ni say obetimi awe ni delegate no nya we ni premise ni wi di a eno nim say sunya de setie bia no obetimi awe ni because the MP did not saw the defeat no coming because so hwe margin na ofri se bia enya de a ebetimi akroso ba be san ho because MPP timi BT NDC e wo Sunyani East about 25-20 something thousand votes yes because 2016 even say ame acheme and number 30 something thousand na NDC will be 12,000 and even the parent can declare got about 17,000 or 15,000 out no credit be chen NDC so or compare sa na we nya adwene say or we need promise ni we dey asem ye tie bia no betima we ne this time round ade ba ko a na ese so mo hwe ni ye pa ne say NDC ejinja ni base yesi ne mu so ayeden amanfo epe change and now feel so omosan so nya Sunyani ba ko no so atra sunya acha oni ahemfo ni sunyanfo na bo modin aboa ono so yiniti as independent candidate and the Ranford so ebe mu no na ese mu se Ranford so ba betwe vote ni bi e dey free a vote a watch na enya NDC for dey na watch still MPP for dey na bi e na watch because Ranford e MPP ni a obi anim se Ranford e MPP ni a o Sunyani and na there's one policy so we use Sunyani say ameya ocheme on free Sunyani onye Sunyani ni enye Sunyani o free but now omo pe Sunyani de hia amana ba bedi akonya be kwa ahemfu nyina bodwa omo campaign tia say ameya ocheme onye Sunyani ameya onye Sunyani so that's why they don't free say enka George Kumi ebetuna ba yesa adwuma na amfa ena den Ranford by nti asema do man nyina no say we be Sunyani ya ye dia pa na wo ba na oba be di adintu hwe vote na ebe nyina na ba bia ameyawo ebenya bia be 100 difference na police ebenya bia be 100 difference no oba no na Ranford atwe 30 na ne ho no ebia aba be 70 na aba be 50 ba bia so onya bia be say 200 difference no oba no na Ranford atwe bi na NDC de ekosoro and is then na ekostro sa. So that's why ama Sabram no ka say 2 seat ni na ball no. In terms of Sunyan East, say them kind say Obano or you're very active. Adeba ko you're very very active or beje premise akunya ni cry no. One friend diagro jire no ye campaign in grand ketinketi o wori no ye campaign. And I said ne can say oh ye MPP akunya na ba bia won say nkura se do so a you have to be very very careful. Because e basa unya candidate ya ono so betimi na form na watimi a converse sa nkrofo no mo da areas na said it you remember to the etiao and Sunyan West said the akana apart from Odumase then go to Nsuatre and asibia chira ene ye kru kese kakra ya keke na wo hori nyina kwetre dentia bofu krum nem ne nyina ye nkru nketenkete wo ha like we know why we nya vote the if you na fi wait me dia ko ani
Governor, I think we take it for instance Ashanti region and a political strategy most of the political parties particularly MPP ni NDC also mo hwe ni o hwe MPP akoye say me take sa scenario we akoye say oba asebe oni ana bema oni ne yereti ho na wakofa oba afufro so okofa oba afufro na sika no otema oba afufro no akofa no aya na nani woni so sene de ne yire no ote aware ne ho no on se be ma akofa oba afufro be ma na ware no okofa oba afufro a side chick eniomo oye ma side chick no do so sene concentration na ode be ma ne yire no ote aware and most of these political parties no omo say I had here Ashanti region there and me concentrate on either some of the swing regions no and now omo pema some to mame na menye ne omo say ne be your omo so pema some ba no mo so be support me nti omo ho ne de yeden ya omo beto amame nti bon say development I was say akon and say swing regions na swing constituencies now akam also man neglect you Okobota region it is similar to that is happening there a whole more strong way for one political